Welcome back, traders. How we doing out there? Who's ready to start another fabulous day, guys? I've been having really great weeks lately, and the big part of that is just playing it simple, right? I think every single day I'm coming in with a process mindset of just trying to stay small, building towards those bigger positions, and taking the wins. Guess what, guys? Another win here in the pre-market. If you're not taking advantage of the features that we have on Trade the Pool, you're missing out. One of the best features that we have, of course, is pre-market trading. I think that that's one of the honestly, if you're not using that, you're definitely at a disadvantage. So definitely check it out, guys. Another win there. We'll talk a little bit about it as we get to the live trading action. And today, guys, guess what? We are doing our giveaway. It was a raffle. So if you guys didn't catch it, this was actually part of the Benzinga and Trade the Pool stream. And we put it out on our socials. So if you're not following our socials, you might have missed it. So, hey, go ahead and follow our Twitter. Go ahead and keep up with all our socials. We got Facebook, Instagram, plenty of ways for you guys out there to win prizes and win evaluation accounts so that you guys don't have to put your hard work money to work, right? Well, take advantage of that. Today, we'll be giving out, are you ready for this, guys? Not one, not two, not 10, not 20, but 50. 50. And I said that, guys. 50 mini buying accounts. I hope you guys are super excited for that, guys. Smash the like. We'll be getting after it, guys. So stay tuned, guys. A lot of that will be given with me on a raffle. I'll be spinning the wheel throughout the stream. So if you see me take my mind away from trading and I'm just focusing on the raffle, well, give me a couple seconds and then I'll get back to the trading action. Let's kick things off for today with the playbook action. And if you guys are seeing the market move right now, this is something that we definitely need to pay attention to. Why? Because we're getting GDP numbers. We're getting unemployment numbers here. Pay attention out there. But let's get to today's playbook, and then we'll get to all that action. Let it play out a little bit right now. I'll talk all about what's going on there and what's important. Of course, Nvidia is our main conversation today, but let's kick it off with today's playbook. On today's playbook is going to be Sox L. And of course, I've been playing Sox S and Sox L back and forth, right? And the thing is, at the end of the day, what I'm looking for, right, is just to continue riding the momentum, right? Whichever way. At this point, yesterday, I thought that we would get the downside action in, and Sox S was the play, which was a great play. Now I'm actually looking for the opposite. I'm looking for a little bit of a push today. And why do I feel that way? Is that I feel like, a lot of times the market likes to do what I call the max pain trade. Max pain. Where can it inflict the max pain? To me, in this eyes, it's not necessarily a downside outlook. It's a disappointed reaction from Nvidia and then a rip higher on Nvidia. So, of course, keep your eyes on Nvidia today. That will determine on SoxL. Because if Nvidia can't get back into the green, and you guys can see it in the pre-market right now starting to drop off, if that can't get back to yesterday's closing price, well, we won't get the run. And then success is actually the play. The fun part is there's two types of outlooks to look here. And of course, we'll stay objective and watch the action. You guys can see it here on success. We'll see what happens with Nvidia. Can it get back above that 126, the closing price? And SoxL, will we break through the 37? That's the area to look for the breakout. Breakdowns towards 35.50s could bounce right back up, so be careful out there. I'll be watching SoxL if we take out 37. All right, let's get to the second one on the playbook, guys. We'll talk a little bit about yin, and this is also going to be dependent on what happens in the tech names, right? But you can see yin approaching a nice long trend line here. I'll show you guys the chart, and this is one to definitely keep an eye out for, right? I mean, you could even draw it from back here if you really like to. You can draw it from all the way back there. I drew it from this high here, and you can see how we've gone and tried to get towards the 23.50s. Now I'm going to look for us to take the 23 and actually go above that. So we'll look to see if we take that today. Will we go towards the 2270s, start climbing towards 2290s, 23s, and watch? I think what you also got to be looking at is JD. JD on a nice little pullback, gapping right back up. I'm going to be watching to see if this can make a run back towards 29. And can PDD stop the bleeding? Right? PDD needs to stop the bleeding. It's hit hard. It's down there towards 91. If this could bounce back to 100 today, 105, 110s, that will be the key there to get BABA also moving there back towards the 84s. And we're looking pretty good in these China plays. I'll keep a watch on that. And a lot of that will depend on Nvidia. Nvidia needs to be green for this to even happen, right? So we'll keep an eye on that action. Let's get to the third action here, which is a play away from all the tech conversation. Here's an interesting one, guys. This is Warrior Met Coal. And of course, I like to trade this one as it trades consistently, but the spread is wide. That's one thing that I will put on alert. So when you're dealing with a big spread, how do you deal with it? A lot of the ways that I approach it will be a ladder approach. So what do I mean by that? So I don't put my entry in at one spot. I put my entry in at multiple spots. This is where I feel a lot of traders do things wrong. What algorithms? Are algorithms putting in all their order in one location? No, they're hiding it. They're putting 100 shares down and a ladder approach, trying to improve their average, right? Well, we'll see what happens with HCC if it can get back through this 62. Big levels to watch, 62, 58. It's in that sideways consolidation. Can you break out of that sideways consolidation and start to move higher? Nice looking pattern, especially if we can get to 62 on a nice little spike and then looking for a pullback. So I'd be looking for a nice spike there to 61, 62, and then trying to play pullbacks to jump off of, like, let's say the 60, 70s or the 61 price. We'll see what happens there in coal. And overall, what can happen there? I'd keep an eye on AMR, BTU to give us a good sign. We'd also want to see energy get a boom back to the upside, because when energy has a tendency of running, you also get coal to run. We'll see what happens in this situation. Like always, the playbook is here to give you guys a perspective, sometimes psychological, sometimes on a pattern base. And the truth is, it's to teach you guys a little bit more about combining the variables, right? Thinking about things in different variables, right? I always talk about it. The 4 key variables for me. We talk about the technicals, the fundamentals, the overall story in the stock, right? How do retail traders view it? How do institutional traders view it? And then don't forget the overall market. That always drives the boat. All right, let's get to the Sunrise Report now as we take a look at what's going on in the market. And I'll also take a look to see what happened there in the GDP numbers as I take a look in Benzinga Pro. Of course, if you guys aren't using Benzinga Pro to get your news, you're missing out. Let's get over now, guys, and take a look at what's going on today's Sunrise Report. All right, team. Good morning to you guys. We all got to talk about what's going on here in, of course, Nvidia. And why does my thing say CrowdStrike there? Let me just fix that there. Don't know what's going on with my titles lately. Got to fix that up, guys. There we go. I know I said it right and I went through it, but let me just make sure here. It says Nvidia, but it's not showing Nvidia. That's the interesting part here. So let me just go ahead and fix that up here. There we go. That should fix it. There we go. All right, guys, that should fix it up there. We'll see if it starts to work out. Let's get this running here. And let's first take a look at the Benzinga Pro numbers here that came in. I want to take a look here really quickly to see what happened in the GDP number, the jobless claims number. So here you guys have, I'll just bring it to you guys, and then we can talk a little bit about it and what does it mean for the market is more important. So if we look at GDP came in at 3% versus a 2.8% expected over the quarter over quarter. And a lot of people have been saying that the earnings are battling the GDP numbers. Well, here's a good number for GDP, showing production, showing a bullish upside outlook on a day where Nvidia was we'll say a miss, but we'll talk a little bit about that coming up. The actual report was good. The price action was not. Now, let's take a look at the action here for continuous jobless claims. We got 1,868,000 versus 187, 870 estimates. So that's slightly underneath that on the jobless claims. Nothing too crazy. Core PCE right around the estimates. So all this not looking bad here, at least in the economic data. Let's kick it off to today's Sunrise report. We'll talk a little bit about, of course, Nvidia. That's the most important stock out there. Let's dive into the top market stories, starting with, of course, Nvidia. So Nvidia continuing to be a powerhouse, smashing the Q2 expectations with adjusted EPS at 68 cents, beating the 64-cent estimate. Sales hit 30.04 billion, surpassing the expected 28.68 billion. That's a whopping 122% year-over-year growth in revenue, marking the fourth straight quarter of triple-digit growth. But here's the kicker. Despite these impressive numbers, the stock saw a muted reaction, actually dipping a little bit in the after hours, starting to climb back right now. But the question is, why? Why is Nvidia coming down? Well, it seems to be the sky-high expectation, right? The high bar for Nvidia made it tough for even these stellar results to move the needle. Investors are also cautious as the slightly lower gross margins, which came in at 75.7%, a bit lower than the Q1. So let's not forget, the stock is up over 150% this year alone. So some of this could be profit taking and might be a play here, right? As you know, I mean, if I had profits in Nvidia, I think at some point you got to ring the register. If not, you're not a trader. You're just an investor, and you're an investor that's just going to hold forever. Hey, that's up to you guys. But in my outlook, as traders, we'll be taking some profits, right? So now Nvidia did, though, issue a strong guidance for Q3 moving forward, right? With revenues expected to hit 32.5 billion, implying what? An 80% year-over-year increase. But as the company continues its rapid expansion, those annual comparisons are getting tougher. CEO Jensen Huang said that is still bullish and citing strong demand for their Hopper and Blackwell AI chips. In fact, Blackwell samples are already shipping to partners and customers, signaling that Nvidia is pushing forward in its AI leadership. Of course, we got to keep our eyes open on how the market digests this today in the overcoming days, especially with Nvidia's share price up more than 750% from the start of 2023. That's one thing to think about. Of course, the way that I see this is that Nvidia's made this now really good earnings report, but stocks are now starting to come down on good earnings report. That is a sign of topping. So I do think that technology has a little bit more ramp up here early in this week and maybe even falls into next week. But at some point, I think we're going to start seeing that turnaround back to the downside. I know that that's not what the bulls want to hear. And a lot of people feel that this is going to continue rising out there. But the truth is that when we start to see stocks going down on good earnings, it's a really good sign that the top is near. We'll see what happens there. Let's kick it to the second earnings report here. We'll talk a little bit about CrowdStrike, right? CrowdStrike beat their estimates as well. Q2 adjusted EPS here at $1.04 on 963.9 million in revenue, both topping the expectation, but the company's guidance for Q3 and fiscal year 25 came in below the estimates, which may have some investors concerned here. CrowdStrike has been consistently beating expectations, but it looks like they're tempering some of their optimism as they navigate through a challenging environment right now. We'll see what happens in CrowdStrike. Of course, what hit them hard was all that situation with different companies. And I think that just really burned the brand value. So that's one thing that you need to actually think about. Remember how I talk about the 4 variables? So this one will be more about the story. The story right now is not looking good in CrowdStrike, and they need to do something to create some positive interest from investors. We'll see what happens there. Let's kick it to the third report. A really good beat here from a firm. It's up big in pre-market. Of course, you guys know how I've been trading a firm, and I did a swing trade in the prior days, but man, a firm really good trade here as it's really ripping higher. Affirm posted strong Q4 EPS of 14 cents, beating the loss of 51-cent estimate. So it's in the green versus a loss estimate. That's exactly when you can shake things up. That's when you can make the stock rip. Revenues coming in at 659 million, well above the 603.66 million expected. They're seeing strong growth across the board. Transactions up 42% year over year. The stock is up nearly 15% in after hours trading. And I saw it up this morning close to 20%. So really good numbers here for our firm. I think they can continue kicking it here. We'll see what happens with other stocks that could get the lift because of a firm. And we'll talk about that on the live trading stream. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's get to the next report as we kick it over now to, of course, Salesforce. Salesforce is going to be an interesting one here as I've been looking to see what happened to a company in the cloud space, right? So let's talk a little bit about that as they also outperformed in Q2. Adjusted EPS at 256, beating the 236 estimate. Revenues hitting 9.3 billion. They raised their fiscal year 25 guidance slightly. And despite the announcement of the CFO, Amy Weaver, is transitioning to an advisory role, the stock is still seeing positive momentum this morning. We'll see what happens in Salesforce. Let's get over now to Victoria's Secret. As we've been talking about this stock on the live stream and been trading it, let's talk a little bit about how really good beat here, but there's some cautious optimistic here outlook that we really need to be watching for. I don't know if they're going to be able to kind of change things, but the guidance that they gave here is kind of a little bit scary. So the company gave a nice beat here of EPS of 40 cents, beating the 36-cent estimate. Sales at 1.42, slightly above the 1.41 billion. But their outlook isn't rosy. They're guiding in Q3 EPS a loss between 60 cents and 80 cents, well below, of course, the expected profit that was supposed to come in at 34 cents. So it's going to be a loss of 60 cents to 80 cents. There has to be something in there that they're going to be probably writing off that's going to create that negative. But that's a definite conservative outlook. That conservative guidance might weigh in on the stock in the short term. Of course, recently the stock saw a big lift after it did a kind of a change right in what was going on, new CEO, things like that. I think we need to kind of keep a watch to see what happens here in Victoria's Secret. A part of me thinks this is going to come crashing down, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen in the short term. It could take a little while to kind of decipher and then start to take that down hit. Let's get to the next one here as we get over to Best Buy. And we got one more after this. I hope you guys enjoy the Sunrise Report as it gives you guys information every single day on what's moving and how and why. Those are the things that are very important. That's what I do every single day for you guys right here on Trade the Pool. Best Buy also delivered its better than expected results here. Q2 adjusted EPS at $1.34, beating the $1.16. Enterprise revenue was at 9.28 billion, slightly above the 9.24 billion expected. The company raised its full year 25 EPS guidance to $6.10 to $6.35, up from 608. So keep your eyes on this. This stock has gotten a nice boost. It was a stock that was on the playbook. Yeah, on the playbook just a week and a half ago, guys, as if I was looking at this as a swing trade. And boy, oh boy, what a great swing trade on Best Buy as we saw a turnaround in the retail numbers. And that's why I gave it towards the playbook. Last one here, guys. Let's talk a little bit about Five Below as they came in with adjusted EPS at 54 cents, in line with estimates, and sales at 830, beating the 822 million estimate. So not a bad outlook there, but the company is cutting its fiscal year 24 net sales outlook from 3.79 and $3.87. Those are $3.87 billion now to 3.73 and 3.8. So really a negative look on the top end of this. It's lowered down from a top end of 3.87 now to 3.8. So showing that guidance down. They revised their outlook, could put some pressure on the stock. And it also just shows us that there is some consumer strength in certain areas, like Best Buy with a good report. But in the stock like Five Below, that could see what? Your cheaper consumer, right? Your middle class or lower class consumer, they're struggling. So I think in this case, yes, you're still finding your higher end or your higher end consumer spending money, but the middle class and lower class is really struggling here. And I've seen too many alerts out there in the earnings to tell me otherwise. But that's going to do it for today's Sunrise Report. I hope you guys enjoyed the earnings roundup. We'll be watching to see how the market reacts, especially to Nvidia as the day unfolds. But that's going to do it for our Sunrise Report. Like always, you guys out there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. And for anybody checking this out on X, on Twitter, or the different social medias, if you're not joining us for our live stream every single day, you're missing out, guys. We do a watch list watch, right? We start off with the playbook. We give you guys the Sunrise Report. And by the time you get to 9:30, you'll probably have a watch list made. You know what's moving, what stocks are moving. Like always, our live stream is daily from 8:30 to 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys there. Now it's time to kick off the live trading action. And we got some raffles to give out. Who's going to win those accounts today? Find out, team, right here. Hugo wants 200, baby. You ready to get back to the trading action?
You aim, you shoot, and make money.
It's going to be a great day. You guys know where you're at. What's up out there, traders? How we doing? Welcome back. Of course, the one and only Trade the Pool, ready to get after it today, guys. And we will be having some other traders joining in. So if you're new to the show, for any reason, say hello in the chat. It's always good to see you guys out there, really ready to take a look into what's going on out there. And how do you participate in the giveaway? It's too late. It's too late, Forex. You got to be following our socials. That's why it's so important. If you guys want to win the prizes, I'll tell you one thing. You want to follow our social. So to give you guys at least an advantage, right? If you're not already following our social, might as well give you guys our social, right? Check us out, guys. Of course, you guys know where you're at. Trade the Pool, guys. I'll give you guys the link right here. So if you guys want to join at least our Twitter, you can go ahead and already do so. Look in the comments. You'll have a link that you can just click. It's right there for you guys. All right, guys. And like always, right there is where you'll find different ways to win prizes and get after it today. You guys can take a look at the action today. We'll see what happens. And there'll be some good prizes given right there. It lets you know. So take a look into it, and you'll find today's playbook. So if you guys haven't taken a look at today's playbook, go ahead and take a look at that, guys. And catch our Sunrise Report. We always put it out there. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market today and see what money I made already. Yeah, you know your boy. Let's get after it, Dart. All right, guys, let's kick things off here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what I can come up with. Let me just zoom this out a little bit. There we go, fixing that up. All right, there we go, guys. Not looking too bad here. We'll take a look to see what we can come up with, but we're looking good here as we start in the day. What up? 131. Yes, guys, I made a great trade on XRTX. Yes, I would have maybe tried to get a little bit more of a piece of this. I feel like I got a little bit of the meat of the move. Didn't get the biggest trade there, but the truth is, a nice little cushion to start the day. So this was the XRT trade. I'll show you guys the in and the out here. I'll pull up the chart here straight from Trade the Pool so you guys can see the ins and the outs. So here was the pullback right out the gates. How did I catch it? I caught it on my Trade Idea scanner here, just like I'm catching Lucy right now, right? You see the volume 5%, 26,000. That tells me something, right? Let's take a quick look at Lucy, see how that's performing. Right? You can see how this kind of ripped up there. And the volume on the 5 minute tells me that this is definitely getting some alert out there and telling me that it's moving. So that's how I found this XRT. and it was able to go ahead and trade it and get after it, right? And another thing that you can see here is that I have my things set up so that I could essentially change these charts just by clicking on them. I really like that, guys. So if you guys haven't done so already, definitely check that out. We'll see what happens today in that XRT, but really nice trade. 800 shares from about 151 up there towards 171. Could have waited to the 180. That's where I really wanted to sell out. But I was like, Mitch, don't be greedy. Take that 154 and get out of here. BCDA was another one that I was looking at, and I was starting to think, you know what? I want to short this bad boy, but let's see what happens, right? It started to come back here towards the 510. I was looking at a 530 short, but then I said, you know what? I looked at the 15-minute and I said, man, this looks like it could also hold and make a rip back there to 570s. So I took a long there, 100 shares at 503. And then got stopped out at 486, losing $17, but gave myself the potential, if it did go back to the 560s, to make another 50, 60 bucks. It wasn't anything serious, but a nice little cushion today to start it, a 131, nothing crazy, but just pretty much about a trade. And that gives me the ability to keep pushing, right? Yesterday, really good day for me, over close to 300. We'll see what happens out there, but hey guys, I'm always showing you guys the action, and pre-market has been pretty well to me. And the big part of this is being willing to maybe not get the full move, not willing to get like say $2 on XRTX, right? But just willing to just get a little piece and taking that. Right? Not being greedy is what's helping me in the pre-market, and also not pushing it too hard on the downside action, staying small and then getting bigger when the things start working, right? We'll see what else is out there, guys. Definitely, I see a lot of you guys joining in. Smash the like, hit the share button. If you guys want to go ahead and see some other action, get into different raffles. One of the number one ways that you guys can show up on our alert is by just sharing the stream and telling everybody to join. All right, guys, let's go ahead. I'm attach this back. We'll take a look at different stocks. We can watch to see what's moving in the market today. A lot of action out there. We'll be taking a watch to see what we can come up with. Lucy, nice little move there towards the 558. Can we take 6 today? We'll wait and find out. DG is down big. Dollar General, big hit there on their earnings. And that tells me more and more. Watch out, guys. The consumer is struggling. The cheaper consumer is definitely on the struggle. So XRT is going to be moving all around. It's probably not going to know where else to go, man. Look at ABIO, man. What a destruction in a biotech. This thing's down 51%. So it just goes to show you biotechs. There's no way in hell I could long-term biotechs. And I know that a lot of people do it, but the only way I'm trading biotechs is if it's like a big major drug manufacturer made. Other than that, biotechs are just, to me, quick, short-term trades because you can get caught in any of these little downside actions and just get caught out. Morning, all. Let's make a quick scalp, says Steph. I agree. Yesterday, I was looking at the VIXI. And boy, oh boy, did I miss out on a quick little scalp there. Yesterday, I was watching to see if the VIXI would take a rip through towards the 1130s, then make a run to 1160s, and then potentially 12. This thing went up to 1186, looking like it went to 12. In the after hours, it went to 1194s. I could have made such a great trade on this, man. This is one of those where it's just frustrating because, tell you the truth, guys, I don't trade too much in the afternoons, and I take it off. But I was watching this stock as it's popped towards 1130s right as we were coming off at the 11, and I was like, man, this looks good. Just need to grab 1,000 shares here, risk about $100, and I could easily make a little bit of a run here, let's say towards the 1160s. That's probably where I would have sold it, right? I'm not saying that I would have got to the 1180s, but a really nice scalp there available on the VIXI. And I had it on the playbook yesterday, and I talked about a scalp for the specific area and this specific range right here. So at this point, now we can look to see if the VIXI breaks down, because I'm expecting an upside day So I'll be looking to see what happens there, seeing if it matches. But the VIXI could actually come down below 11 today. And that's the way I see that one. So if anything, a scalp on the downside of the VIXI, right? So I've been trying to do this more and more. That's why I'm playing success, right? Just kind of moving within those and keeping the risk to return in my favor is always going to be the most important thing. Mustafa in the chat, how we doing out there? It's good to see you guys. And definitely, we're getting some newer traders joining up right now. If this is your first time joining the show, say hello. Like always, I'm here to help you guys continue to move and get to the next level. Let's keep getting after it, traders. You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool, baby. What are you guys looking at? Anything on your radar? Throw it up here. Trades out there. I'll be watching to see what I can find in the market. If you guys have a trade you guys want to take a look at, throw it up there. The VIXI. Yeah, man. VIXI's not a bad one, too. Dart, the big thing for me on the VIXI is the spread. The spread is so tight. And on a thing that you're trying to day trade, the spread being tight can really help you, right? There's liquidity there. Liquidity in the VIXI actually helps me. Now, one thing, of course, I got to keep in mind, when I go for the VIXI, I usually use big sizing, right? So you always got to stay really tight and look for pullbacks on the 9 EMA to hold. Money Mitch, still in Clean Spark long? No, I actually got washed out on a swing trade in Clean Spark. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that. But yeah, I lost I think it was 145 on Clean Spark. How's it doing now, right? I've been waiting to see what would happen to it. It's at the 1093. I'm glad I kind of didn't hold it there because I'll be honest. I cut out for a reason at the 1160s. And if I did hold all the way to this 1079, I'd be down $400, $500. So like always, that's always important, right? But Clean Spark didn't make the move that I was expecting. I was expecting it to break through the 13 and start to climb into this gap. So there's a little gap zone right here that I was looking to see if we'd fill, right? Right into that 13, break up here towards, let's say, the 1348s, starting to fill towards the 14s and looking for that move. I didn't get that move. So now you got this third bottoming action on Clean Spark. So I understand why you maybe look at it today. You can see kind of how this broke down below this, but if it can start to recover back towards 13, you can take a look at it right now. It's nothing that's on my radar because I need to start seeing Bitcoin make a big move to see that. You can keep your eyes on these. I would set alerts. For me, I think you're a little bit early if you're trying to jump in here, but there's nothing wrong with it because if you get a tech move today, you could clearly see these move higher. We'll see what happens right now in the pre-market. Seeing the Qs move a little bit. They haven't really broke out, but Soxel, I have a feeling, might break out through that 37 even before the open. So I'll be watching it here. I'm even going to set an alert here right now because I just want to kind of keep a close eye on it here. So let me go back to the day trade account. You guys see the swings right there. Macy's short, still up big from 1576. GDS short, big, still up on those, all right? So I just wanted to mention the swings, and I want to keep pushing it, guys. Let's go back to the day trade action here. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert here towards the... I need to go ahead and set an alert closer towards the 37 and 36 80s here. So trying to pull a different chart up here. There it is. All right, there you guys. I'll be watching Soxel to see if we can get back through the 3680s. Going through the 3685 is definitely going to be a little bit of an alert, and you can see it right now. It's already trying to do that. Nvidia is the lead here, guys. Will Nvidia make the up move through the 122s? It really doesn't seem bad to do that, right? I'm going to be watching hourly charts. I'm looking for some hourly long pullbacks back down, let's say closer towards 118, but right now it looks like it's trying to recover 122 and start to move already in the pre-market. So we'll see what happens in Nvidia, and this will depend a lot on what you see out there. Now let's talk a little bit about the disaster stock in SMCI, and boy, oh boy, this has been as bad of a disaster as it can get, right? So you guys can see it down there to 430s. This thing was looking like it wanted to break out to 1,000. That's why you always got to be careful and always willing to let go of a stock and come back, even if it's an investment. Let's say if you got caught there at 900 and the stock starts coming down, around 800 should have been the cutout, right? No matter what. If not, you get down here to 430, and guess what? Now you're down 50% on your investment, and potentially super microcomputers, I don't think we'll ever get back to that 972. They are delaying their filing after a short report on Hindenburg about accounting issues. Then JP Morgan talking out there that their analysts can see that there's still some discrepancy in what Hindenburg saw and what SMCI reports. So Hindenburg could actually have some truth to what they're reporting out there. So be careful out there. SMCI, it's definitely on the downside of things. And I think that this is such a downside action move in SMCI that it could actually pull down Dell right back down, right? It's in the same space. So I would be careful out there to see if Dell starts to crack down, ANET starts to crack down. Just because one hits hard in the space, sometimes it starts to drag the others. All right, guys, let's see what else is out there. Any thoughts on Mara? Like I talked about it, I think it's just going to be one of those that you kind of wait and see. What's up out there? Trading Geek, what's up, man? What are you looking at? Let me know if there's any stock you guys want to talk about. Good morning. How about Tesla? Tesla right now trying to bounce. And I talked about how it could get towards the 200 when it was up at the 220s. It got to 202 yesterday. Now we could get a little bit of a bounce, right? If I'm expecting a tech bounce day, well, you can definitely get the bounce here in Tesla. So where could the bounce go to? Well, I could see it getting back towards the 215, maybe even the 217s today. So you got about $7 there on the upside outlook. Downside outlook brings you back towards the 202 of yesterday's pricing. But you guys see Tesla already making a little bit of a move here this morning towards the 209. Still got a little bit to go. I think it could get back here towards the 17s and 219s. We'll see if Tesla can make that jump. All right, BOF. It's looking like it's already hit pre-market high 3 times on the 15-minute. I agree. Not a bad outlook here with this BOF. And one thing to look at is more like the ABC move, right? And so you've had like the 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves, right? So on this move, I look for a fail. So I know that you're saying you had 3 attempts to the pre-market high, and I do agree with that. So what you want to see is a blow off top going towards that pre-market high and failing. That's what I would be looking for. So a big candle here squeezes towards the 240s and then starts to cut back down. When would I start to try to get short on this for myself? I'd be looking for the pop into that 248 and then starting to cut back into the 230s. Then I have the kind of the 250s to go about, right? So get a pop above this going towards the 250s, then start to cut back down. I can try to short it back towards the $2 and the $2 breakdown, which brings it back towards 150. We'll see what happened in Branch Out Foods. Right now, I wouldn't be short this myself, but that's just because it's still kind of holding in here and could pull and hold this 9 EMA, then go right back towards the 250s. That's where I'd want to see the kind of the blow off top, and then it start to come down. But to each his own. If you like it right here, take it, Steph. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else is out there. And definitely, guys, stay tuned. In just a second, 9:15, I'm going to do my first raffle giveaway. And I want to see some more traders joining in here. So if you guys are joining in or catching this on X, wherever you're catching this, hit the like button, open the stream up, put a comment in the chat. What's your top watch? I want to see some other names thrown up in the chat there. And let's take a look around. Affirm, big move, man, big move. I was even watching this pre-market. I was thinking about taking a trade on this. This already made $1.75 move already. Affirm going higher. Affirm going higher tells me Upstart can keep going. And Upstart was starting to actually break down. So this is actually going to give it a little bit of some strength here in this channel. And it's holding on, baby. It's holding on. Is Upstart. That could actually give it some lift today. Let's see what happens in a stock like Sofi. On a day where Affirm did good, I could see Sofi doing well, right? So this is a name that you don't think about right now, but it could make a breakout above the 787, starting to go towards 8. And this one would be a what? A swing trade alert for me. Swing trade alert on Sofi. If you guys are thinking that we're going to get some big moves in the credit services, well, Affirm could be pushing higher. PayPal could be pushing higher. Square could be pushing higher today. Square is a good looking chart right there, guys. I like that little curve on the red candle yesterday starting to come back. So you can look to see if this comes back through the trend line, back through the 6670s, 6680s. We'll see what happens there. Alert on SOXL, guys. We're already starting to try to make the move towards the 37s. Could take the trade right here. I wanted to take the 37 kind of scalp of opportunity. It doesn't look too bad, as I think that you're going to start getting a little run in Nvidia here. And look at that, 121s, 121.80s already starting to make the move here on Nvidia. What I could do is I could probably ride it for 15 minutes and then sell it before the open. That's the way I could think about this right here. But it would be kind of more of a scalp opportunity here on SOXL. I'm going to look to see if we get the tiny bit pullback, but I don't think he'll pull back. I think he'll break through that 37 here. So looking at it here to see if I can get it. You know what? Let's jump up to the plate. We got about $100 to kind of risk on. So let's use that to give us an advantage here. So the pullback is to the 80 spot there. I don't think we'll get the pullback to the 80 spot, but we could get a pullback to the 90 spot here. So that's what I'm looking at for the pullback right below towards the 3690s. And then I can add in on a little bit more pullback here. All right, putting that order out there, 3690s here. Let's see if I can get this little pullback fill. All right, right there. Got it, guys. 3690s filled there. Now, next fill is towards the 80s and 75s. So we'll see if I get that push back towards the 75s. But right now, I'm looking for the cut through towards the 37s and starting to climb. In a second, we'll do our first raffle. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that, guys. In between the trade here, I'm going to go ahead and start the first raffle here, guys. I do want to show you guys something, though. Before I do the raffle here, and I'll be watching the trade here. I'll keep an eye on it, guys. But I'm going to show you guys that I'm going to even hit the shuffle here. The shuffle will shuffle up all the names. All the names just got shuffled. Now we can do our first result and see what we come up with. Who wants to win? You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool. Smash the like. I want to see some likes out there. We got over 30 of you guys in YouTube. I want to see at least 20 likes right now. Smash it up. Let's go. Let's go. Get it going there, team. All right, let's spin the wheel. Let's see who's winning the first prize. I'm going to actually do 10 of these. Right now, I'm just going to do one, and then we'll do a little bit more as I pay attention to my trade out there. Here's the first one. Who's winning it, baby? Let's go. Lugwin Sabala. We got a winner. Winner, baby. Chicken dinner. You're getting that mini buying opportunity. I wish you the best of luck, and stick around to the stream. If you always want to trade here, the door's open, right? Well, smash the like, guys. We got our first winner in, of course, the raffle. We're going to keep spinning the wheel here. Let's do a couple more. I got about 10 that I'm going to do now. So let's do about 10 before the open here. Let's spin it again, baby. Let's see who's the second winner. Let's go. Let's go. Who's going to win, baby? All right, here we go, guys. Winner, chicken dinner. Amal, second winner here. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, got to take it when you can get it, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's spin the wheel again here. All right, looking at the action right now in SOXL. Still no pullback, Phil. That's one thing I'll tell you guys. But here, third winner. Boom. Siwali Ellis? Siwazuli? Honestly, I don't know how to say that. And if I butchered your name, I'm sorry. I hate butchering names. But shout out to you. Nice winner. Third winner out there. Let's keep it moving. We're going to do 50 of these, guys. So smash the like. I hope you guys appreciate us getting after it and giving away some accounts, right? I think this is so great, giving you opportunity to go to the next level in your trading career. Who else is doing this today? Smash the like, guys. Jeremy Prostman. Shout out to you. That sounds like some German last name. You guys know I got that German descent. So let's keep going, guys. Not looking too bad. We've got some winners, 4 winners here. Let's keep it going. Let's see what happens. Now I'm starting to see SOXL 3690s. As I start to see it go through the 37s, I might add to take a quick little scalp. We'll see what happens there. All right, Angus, we got our 5th winner here. we're going to keep it moving, guys. But these winners are getting the mini buying power opportunity. So got to give them the shout out. I hope they're really super excited to get this opportunity. It's actually a pretty good amount that we're giving away right here, guys. So smash the like, guys. Let's see what else is out here. Cannon Barnwall. There you go. There you go. Now we're really kind of moving out here. 6 winners. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to 10 winners, and then we'll slow it down. We'll do another 40 throughout the stream. Stick around, guys. There's going to be some winners out there, and your name could be next. Smash it up there. Michael, that better not be Michael Katz, our CEO. Nah, I'm just joking. It's probably another Michael, but shout out to you guys out there. And this is why you got to put your last name too, right? Because some people just put their first name. How are we going to know if it was this Michael? I'll tell you what, we'll definitely look through it, through the emails and things like that. But do us a favor, guys. Give us your information. You don't need, even if you have to make up a name, but at least something that is really towards you. That's what we want there. Michael, nice little winner there. We got 2 more prizes here, guys. 2 more. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here's another one here. All right, guys. James Grant. Shout out to James out there. You got it, baby. You got it. All right, there you go. We got 8 winners, guys. 2 more. 2 more. Let's keep it moving, and we'll get back to the trading action. Watching the action right now in Soxel to see if that gets moving there. And I wonder what's going on in Nvidia. I'll take a look in just a second here, guys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. Here's another one here. So we got 9 winners. Muhad Najib. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do one more. One more. The last one, the 10th one. Then we'll get towards the other ones here. Let's keep it going, team. All right, what do we got here on this one? Praz Shadrach. There we go. We got 10 winners, guys. 10 winners, guys. Let's keep it going. You guys see the results right there. Those are the 10 winners right now. Let's keep it going, team. Let's see what we can do. We got 10 so far. We're going to keep doing more here, but let's keep pushing. All right, that's the first 10. We'll keep pushing. Let's go back to the trading action, see what's going on here in Soxel. No pullback fill there for me. Looking to see if this is going to start to make the move to the upside. Nvidia pull back off that 122. Still hasn't taken that 122. So let's see if Nvidia takes the 122, and then I get the move in Soxel. That's really what I want to see here. Can Nvidia make the move, and then Soxel just follow, right? That's why I'm watching Nvidia. I think it's going to be an important stock to just keep focusing on today. We'll see what happens here. Getting that pullback here. Going to cancel my ad right now because it'll probably just hit right now, right? So there's no need to increase risk early on in the day, setting it up here on this pullback to see if I can get the move back towards the 90s through the 37s, and then I can add. So the big part of this is watching Nvidia, because if Nvidia comes back towards, let's say, 121.50s, well, we're probably going to have to let go of Soxel. It's going to be all dependent on Nvidia today, guys. So 2164s should hold as a prior resistance, not breaking through that 121.50s. Let's see if this can hold this kind of 70s area and then get right back up there. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's see if this can go ahead and hold this and then start to climb right back up. All right, for Soxel, cutout will be towards the 3660s right now. So got to keep that in mind. That's about 30 cents there, about $90 there, right? So not looking too bad. Oh, that's not even 90. It's about $60. So not too bad of a risk there. Let's see if this can really start to move right back up. And a big part of it, just Nvidia. Can this all of a sudden get the drive through that 122? That's what I'm looking at here. All right, back to 66 here. Really close to stopping me out on Soxel. Got to get that stop out ready here. Of course, it's in the pre-market, so there's no stops. Got to use the limit. Got to have it ready. And what I normally do is I want out at 60s, I'll put 58, right? So just a little bit of a warning, just in case if I have some slippage, I still get out. All right, guys, time to catch up with you guys in the chat. What's going on out there, guys? Fortune made some money on the SQQQ today. Let's go. Let's go. Miffy, let's go. How do you enter? You got to be joining on Twitter. we actually put it out there where there was definitely different ways for you to do this. On this one, I think you needed to retweet with Benzinga and trade the pool and be following us, kind of do that retweet. So if you guys didn't catch that, like always, smash the like. Jay, what's going on out there? How we doing? Good to see you guys. Lucy, I'm home. We'll see what happens there. Keep throwing up those stocks. We'll take a look at Lucy right now in just a second. Right now, I'm focusing on Nvidia and Soxel, but I promise I'll get over to Lucy. We can take a peek at it if you want. Lucy's right there through 6 now, continuing. And this is strong, guys. Strong. Now it's on that expansion move away from 6. Be careful if it comes back and cuts through the 594s. But right now, it's trying to expand away from that 594s and make a little bit of a run. Pullbacks to 591 makes sense on the short term. We'll see if this makes the next leap up. Soxel now starting to make the move right back to the upside here. We'll see what happens. It's all about Nvidia. Can it get back through that 122? It tried and then stopped. Just literally stopped. So I'm watching it right now. Back through 121.50s, and you got to be careful because the down cut comes quickly in Soxel. So I'll be watching that here. It's trying to get back through that 75. Could add here and try to take a bigger risk. But what do I always been doing, guys? I'm not adding so much when I'm on that losing side. I'm keeping it small, giving myself the ability to stay in the name. And then if I need to cut out, I can always cut out. Nvidia, what will happen here? There's an undercut and a rally, right? This is that fake out to the downside where you hit some people because they can't even have stops in the pre-market, right? They get scared as they see that 121.40s show up here. Now let's see if it just comes right back for this high, 121.90. Back through 121.90s. Could be that push on Nvidia. Let's see it here, guys. So you see how I'm watching Nvidia right now versus watching Soxel? There's a reason why. Because if Nvidia just makes that big rip, I think Soxel just follows it. So we'll see what happens here. Can we get the big rip there in Nvidia? Right back through the 121.90s, through that 122, going towards like 122.25s here. Let's see what happens right before the bell. If we do get to the bell and there's no action, no movement, I might cut out this position and look to get back in. What's up out there, guys? Hey, Mitch, any raffle for people who aren't on Twitter? Yeah, we do these all the time, Shane. The biggest thing is that we did one on Instagram. A lot of these are done on our socials because, you know, it's social, right? Trying to include outside sources. But we always do giveaways even right here. I will start looking forward towards maybe doing a giveaway on the stream side of things. We always are doing competitions, many ways for you guys to win accounts. So if you stick around, Shane, you'll definitely get an opportunity. Like always, I know that not everybody's out on Twitter, so you might be missing out some of those opportunities. If you just want to make social accounts for those, feel free, like always, but that's your decision, your call. There's Nvidia going down below that 121.50, so this is where I get concerned, and I'm pretty much thinking that Soxel is about to take that downturn, right? So right now I'm just watching Soxel to see what happens back through the 65s, and I'll probably just get out, right? Because this was more of a scalp opportunity, but it's actually making the up move back towards 36.80s. I'm at 36.90s here. Let's see if we can start to grind back up, back through the 66, and I'm out of here, guys. 9:28, 2 minutes for the bell. Be careful out there, traders. A lot of action right before the bell here. Let's see if this can really start climbing up here. We're right back to my entry here, guys. So going to really keep a close eye on it here. Try to make a quick little trade and then get rid of it. All right, 90s. Can we take the 37 right before the bell here? Let's see it, guys. Looking for a little push here really quickly towards, let's say, like this pre-market high towards like 97.04s to break through that, going towards, we got 37.21s through that 37.21 towards like 37.40s. I'll sell out and just take the money and run. Looking for a little bit of a pullback after that, right towards the bell, right? We got 1 minute left here, guys. 1 minute left. Here's that 96. Could add here for the kind of the cut through, but the thing is I need to hold for a minute, right? So I would need to hold towards the open. I'm not going to re-enter here. I'm just going to hold my original 200, look for the push through, If it pulls back here towards the 80s, I might just get out for a $20 loss. Giving myself $20 loss here, looking for the rip back towards the upside. Let's see if we can get it. Let's go, team. You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool. We got more giveaways and raffles that will be coming up, so smash the like, guys. I see a lot of you guys tuning in now. Hit that like button, guys. We got a lot of giveaways today that we'll be doing, so stick around. We've already given away 10 prizes. We're going to give a total of 50 today, so let's keep getting after it, team. All right, here's Soxel 94s here, guys. It's about to be the bell, though. That's when I get a little bit concerned. So what I'm going to do is as soon as it opens, I'm going to probably get ready to get out if I need to. Here's 37s, 3720s right immediately. Does it hold 37 here or does it cut down? Back down below 37s. Got to be careful here. 3690s, 3680s here. Hands on the trigger to get out. Setting the stop here at 36.67. I'll probably get hit here, guys. It's definitely moving all around there. I'm just giving myself the opportunity for it to just come right back through the 37s. If it does come back through the 37s, I can look to see if I get some more potential upside. I just stopped the stop because it's back through 37. Now I'm looking at it here into the 80s. It's definitely chomping all around. Probably going to cut me out really quickly here. No movement just yet, guys. It's a ticking time bomb's about to go off for me. So I'm going to tighten down the risk in just a second, looking for the move back through the 37s. There's a push towards the 37s. I'm going to set it here at the 73s. Only $34 risk here, looking for the push through the 37s. Nvidia, can we get the push? Nvidia straight down out the gate. So that's not a good outlook there for the Soxel trade. It needs to come back up here. We'll see if it gets through that 37. There's 37.10s back to the upside. Really looking for now 36.90s, 36.80s to hold. I'm tightening up. Only $20 of risk. Looking for a big push out here from the 37s towards 37.50s. A nice little grind higher. Let's go, baby. There's 37.30s going towards the 37.50s. Going to look to see if I can just take that cash and run here. There's the 50s right close to it. We're going to put it out there. Let's see if we can get it there, guys. 1 cent off on the offer. 49.50s showing up there. Boom, baby. Boom. Just like that. We get it, baby. That's how we do it here on Trade the Pool. Smash the like if you guys enjoyed that action. 37.60s now. Just took a quick little $125 trade there with only 200 shares. Just to show you guys, you don't need the biggest and most baddest size to make the money here, guys. Not a bad trade. And that's what I call starting it up with a little bit of some rain, baby. Let it rain, baby. I'll look for pullbacks now below 37s to watch for Nvidia to get hot. Nvidia is on the red right now, yet Soxel going up. Keep your eyes out there, traders. We'll see what happens. Hit the like if you guys enjoying the action. Not a bad little trade to start it off. Money. Let's go. All right, let's go. Soxel. Not a bad little trade there. And you guys watched me. I was literally kind of a little bit nervous about it dropping through there. So I just set the risk at 36.66 for a second there. Yes, we're at the 80s, and I could be like, oh, Mitch, you missed 30 cents there. Don't get greedy, Mitch. Think about what? Making money. That's it. Easily. The number one thing that traders do is they start to get greedy here. Think about what you just did. A really nice trade there. I'm up 255 to start the day with very minimal feelings of downside. So with that being said, now take a second, reassess what's going on in the market, Mitch. Let's find out, traders. Let's take a look at the sectors and the industries first before we overreact to the action out in the market. Now, I do want to take a quick look at my swing trade account. Of course, you guys know I got to protect my swing trades today. So taking a look here at GDS, I don't want it to go back through like, let's say 648, 650s. Soxel was almost now to 38s, guys. So was it a good outlook? Hell yeah, but I'm not going to worry about that. Almost there to the 38s. You guys can see it here on the level 2s, still pushing. And look at that 38 seller, 13,000 shares right now. We'll see if it hits the time in sales. Boom, shows up here, 5,800. Big orders rolling through there. You're now towards 38.10s, 38.11s. Yeah, I could have held some of that Not going to get greedy. We'll keep smiling about life, guys. You can't get mad about opportunities that you didn't get it. All I'm looking for is the meat of the move. I don't need it all, right? Let's keep getting after a team. You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool. Let's keep going, traders. All right, let's slow it down in a second. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a look into what's going on in the market, making sure that I'm protected on my swing trades. Swing trades are looking really great overall. So like always, guys, got to go ahead and set stops here. Always setting some stops in the green. Not a bad thing to do, right? So right now I'm setting a $76 in the green there. And now I'm going to set for Macy's. I'm willing to risk a little bit more on this. But I got to be careful, right? Because I don't want to lose on this position now because I've been up big. And if I do get out on Macy's, I'll get back in because I really do think eventually Macy's takes a real hard hit. But that's it for those, right? I've already adjusted my swings. Now I'm going to come back to the day trading action. I'm going to go looking into the sectors. Overall, what's leading out the gates? Technology, guys. I talked about how today we could see what, right? Well, Nvidia didn't go down. It didn't collapse, but it also gave the opportunity for a big ramp up move today to catch some traders, maybe get some over optimistic traders, right? Then it's going to probably, I'm looking for a Friday or a Monday break back down. So we'll see what happens. But technology, big rip up, all tide, right? I talk about this. When the tide comes in, it lifts all boats. Let's go look again technology to see what's up big today. And there's some of these already pushing strong, guys. Vacasa for a cheap name. Looking into some of these, I'm looking at the bigger names, right? Look at CrowdStrike today. Look at that move. Big push up there to 280s. Nice big push there, guys. So keep looking into that to take a look at what's leading in technology, but not a bad area and definitely seeing a nice push on the day. Let's take a look at what industry is moving strong there. Semiconductors, right? Health information services. So that is something definitely to keep an eye out for my GDS because that's what that is. But we could take a look to see if there's any other ones that are making a move on this. Not the worst. Let's go to the semiconductors, see what we're doing here. ARM with a nice little push right out the gates. That's strong there. AVGO, nice little push. Look at Nvidia. It did do that down move towards 120 and right back up towards the 124s. So we could see continued upside outlook even in SOXL. Look at that thing. Now towards 38, 33s. So this was what we call kind of a just opening drive, right? So now I'm looking for a cut down back. Right? So I'd look at the 15-minute chart and I'd say, where does it cut down and come back? It cuts down back below 37. So I'm looking for pullbacks back to 37s here on a quick pullback. So if you could come back towards, let's say 36.66, oh yeah, I'll come looking for the turn back to the upside. Let's go to Lucy. Let's go to the other names. Lucy turning around off that $6. Now you're back below that $6. We'll look to see if it catches the 550s. Not looking too good on that. XRTX, this is one that might be able to actually make a comeback. It did undercut the low of support. The support here is more towards the 140s. But you got a slight undercut just towards 136. So I feel like you have a risk right now towards 135, and this could just start driving back, getting towards the VWAP 175, and then maybe 190 on this XRTX. If you guys got a name you guys want to talk about, please throw them up there. I have an opening range here on EOSE that's really making a nice move there towards the 250s. If you guys got any names you guys want to call out, keep calling them out there. I also got different charts that I want to talk about a little bit later today, different trade ideas, situations, and ways that you guys can be using trade ideas. But let's keep taking a look into the market. At 9:45, I'll be able to do another 10 giveaways. Stick around, guys. We got raffles today. We got money to make. Let's see what we can do. All right, looking at Affirm up 25%. What a rip, man. What a rip. Looking to see if Sofi is moving on that. 770s, 780s, not looking too bad there. Looking around, guys. RCAT, $3 stock, trying to make a move, and it's in computer systems. And what is that space? That's that SMCI space. And SMCI is bouncing back today. At least that's going to help Dow get a nice little bounce back. And you guys see it there. Nice little push there. Vox showing up there. Of course, Vox was a recent runner, now getting the push there. So look at this one. Nice little move on the daily chart. Just broke through the high. High was 543s. So that's pullback area for me. 550s, 543s. Wouldn't be bad pullback area. And look how this undercut it just right now. And now you're getting a little bit of a pullback opportunity here off the 543s, 550s. We'll look to see if this goes to 6 today. Not a bad move there. What are you guys taking a look at in the chat? Trying to catch it up out there. Lucy, short, get after it, Steph, if you got it. All right, morning, folks. How we doing? Future day trade. Looks like it's a great day today, guys. Over 100 of you guys out there on Twitter. Smash the like, guys. All right, Vox, cut down towards the 540s. We'll look to see if we go back to the 580s. And feel free, guys, to talk amongst yourselves in the chat. Talk about what you see out there in the trading action. SGLY going back there towards 5. Nothing that I like there, but shipping stocks look like they're hot right now. We'll see what happens in those stocks. Iren showing up now. This has just pulled back to the VWAP. Has been up there 2 or 3 times the 912s. So actually doesn't look bad here. Big pop on the kind of the 5 minute and 1 minute. So looking at the 5 minute chart here, pullbacks make sense closer to me towards 850s and then the push higher. So we'll see what happens on this one. Hanging out right now. Just recently went to 856. So it already kind of did that 50s move. Now I'd look to see if it takes 9 and takes out the high here. There's 9 right available to it. Looking like it wants to take out the 920s here. Could go for a scalp opportunity if it pulls back to the 890s. But you got to be careful for the pullback back towards the 70s. Doesn't look too bad here off of like the 890s, 880 area. There's 890s all available to me there. I'm going to try to get this, guys. Let me see if I'm fast enough. All right, guys, it just hit 892s. Didn't hit towards the 90s there, though. I wasn't fast enough to grab the 90s. It's right back in 9s here. Let's see if it takes the move and goes towards the 920s. If I measure the flag here, I can see 85 cents available from the breakout. You can see we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 times to try to get through this. This is the time where it needs to get through, right? So you got this third resistance overall. You're getting a little bit deeper time frame move here too. I'd be watching that 5 minute chart to see what that's showing up, because the 1 minute is not looking like it's trading off of it. It's trading more closer to this 5 minute chart and could pull back to the VWAP 870s and then take the next move. We'll see what happens here. There's a pullback back into the 890s. Could go back to the 870s first and then take the next leap. We'll see what happens here in Iren. There's that pullback coming back here towards the 880s. Now the 890s is available to me if I wanted to come after that, and I'm thinking it just goes right back through 9. I'm seeing this come back towards the 870s first and then take the lift. That's how I'm seeing it. Doesn't mean you have to. GHSI pulling back to the 13s. This stock has been to move before. Definitely look at the daily chart on this thing. Daily chart takes 1350s and this could really move. It is coming back off the 9 EMA, so GHSI trying to get going here today. Not sure if it is going to get going, but it's trying. That's for sure. The volume is low though on this. That's the one thing I would keep me out, right? Let's go back to SOXL as we're getting that pullback. We're looking like we're coming back to 37, so that doesn't look too bad there. Nvidia back down towards the VWAP. Now I'm looking for a breakdown through the low and then eventually recovery. So right now I'd be looking at this, not trying to just catch the first pullback buy. Too many traders are going to go after this first pullback buy. I want them to get washed out, it come down and essentially go red on SOXL and then come back up. That's what I'm looking for right now. VEEV back on 217s, went up to 225s. Interesting name there, and it's trading pretty well today. All right, guys, going to take a second there away from the action to catch up with you guys in the chat. What are you guys taking a look at today? And let's take a look at what's going on in the market. In just a second, we'll do a couple more raffles. Let's go ahead and let's start that off as we start seeing more pullback here in SOXL. The Q's pulling back a little bit here. Tesla pulling back after that 213 run. Gap with the turnaround to the downside. Looking at this one as a short opportunity, but look at that, guys. This thing was all the way up there to 25. It's right back to 22.50s. So we'll see what happens there. How's my Macy's doing? There you go, Macy's. Go down, baby. Go down. GDS going down. Those stocks looking good there. XRTX. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Right to the VWAP. Not a bad call there on XRTX. Heading back. Hey, Steph. Love it, man. Love it. Steph, are you a girl or a man? I got to know that because I keep saying man, but I hate to be all sexist here, but you know how it is. We'll see what happens. XRTX, really nice move there. I hope somebody was able to nail that. And I talked about how this 135 was a nice little risk, 140, 135s. Push to the VWAP. A lot of the times I like to sell on the first push there. That's why I mentioned selling some at like 175, but that was back when the VWAP was there, right? So I'd be selling some at the VWAP, looking for the push towards the 190s now, and it needs to reload, hold the 90 MA pullback. 90 MA pullback right now off of this 57s. And if you look to the left, what is this also? The resistance in this small little period right here. So I'd like to see this hold here, maybe even 155 show up on the bid and then takes 170. We'll see if this goes through. XRTX. Iren pulling back here towards the 70s. Now it looks great here off the 850s, right? If I look at the 5-minute chart, this is going to help take a little bit better perspective on this stock. So you could get a pullback to this 855, right? There's a bottoming action off of this, right? So you're looking for that pullback into that spot. A little wick here wouldn't be bad into the 60s and the 50s, and then the drive through 9. Don't mind this one at all. Iren. Would like to see that bottoming first come in versus just buying here at the 870s, because if I get a quick wick to 55s, it doesn't feel the most confident, right? Here's that wick lower that I can start to come after. 63s, I'm going after 100 there. Looking for the 855s next. So small sizing early, right? That's what's been working for me. Going long Iren here. XRTX, I wish you guys the best. I'm a dude. Stefan, what's up out there? Let's go. Let's go. Lucy says, Jose. Lucy, I'm home. Smash the like out there, guys. We're about to do some raffles out there, but I'm in Iren here, so trying to get one more entry here in Iren, and I'll actually put it towards the 850s here. Put 851. Orders out there to get 851 here, and then look to see if this can go back up towards the 9. We'll see what happens here in Iren. Let's start doing a little bit of some raffle giveaways here, guys. I got about 10 more prizes to give out here. Let's go. Let's go. Spin that wheel, baby. Spin that wheel. Let's get it. Let's get it. I should share some sound on this. It does have some sounds. Raj Kumar, let's go, let's go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, baby. All right, let me reshare this so you guys at least have some sound with it too, right? Might as well. All right, here you go. Boom, boom. Let's spin it again, baby. Let's spin it again. All right, guys, it did go to the 50s there. It did not fill me in the lower 50s. So now I'm trying to fill in here on Iren in just a second. Second winner, 12th winner here, Matthew. Naomi, let's go, let's go. Winner, winner. We got 12 winners here. Taking a look at the action out there. Going to take a second away to see what's going on in Iren. You guys see that coming back towards the 860s here? So now I'm moving my limit add towards 854s, 855s. That's where I want to add here. Look for the swing here. I don't mind adding even in the 60s here because it's not a bad outlook, but I would love lower the mid 50s here. I'll put 56 for the add here. We'll see if we get it on the pullback. If it starts to rip, I'll just look to try to grab some a little bit up higher. All right, let's keep it spinning here. Let's see if we can get to maybe 20 winners. And I still got another 30 to do here. So let's keep it going and doing this all while trading live, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Just got the fill there at the 56. Hudo Max Ahmed. Shout out to you. Another prize winner here. And definitely, when they told me that I was going to give away 50 prizes, that made me really feel happy, because that just shows me that we're giving away opportunities. And that's all we can do, right? That's all we can do as a company, is try to give you guys the opportunity and the chance to find success. Can't guarantee it. Trust me, I wish I could, but can't, man, like always. All right, we'll see what happens there. 860 starting to recover. I got 13 prizes given away. Iren starting to turn around here. Now back through the VWAP is the next ad. So I'm low towards 860s, which is a really great entry. Now I'd be looking to add at around 875s and 880s. If that happens, I can go for the swing through 9. We'll see what happens, guys. Let's keep doing some more spins here. Let's go, let's go. Hope you guys enjoy me doing all this. Spinning wheels, getting after it. Let's go, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, all done for the day. Have a good day. Hey, take that money and run. You can't be mad about it. You made that money, take it. Akash. There you go. Kumar. We got 14 winners. Let's keep this spinning here. All right, guys, going back into the 50s here, seeing success make a little bit of the bounce. The Q's pulling back still a little bit. Taking a look, Tesla really strong. Talked about how that could be strong today. It's had a hell of a day there. Nvidia now around the 123.40s, trying to make a new high, trying to make a new push here. Looking at it on the 15-minute, it needs to take 124s. If not, the pullback can happen. We'll see what happens out there. Jim Simon, our 15th winner here. Let's keep it going. Shout out to you and congrats on winning a mini buying power eval. That's not a bad outlook at all. Back into the 50s here for Iren. Got to go ahead and set the risk there. It's going to be towards the 840s. I'm going to actually risk here towards probably the 38s here. It's coming down pretty fast, already in the 41s here. Looking to see if it's going to recover here, but Iren coming down pretty fast here. So got to go ahead and make sure that I protect myself, know where my risk is, and then if I need to, I can always get back in the name. So it's back there towards 850s. That's kind of what I wanted to see. Now I set the stop there, 837s. We'll look to see if we start to work back. Tommy Big Ham with the win, baby. Big Ham. Big Ham. Let's go. Let's go. Smash it up there. You guys know where you're at. It's straight to pool. We got more raffles to do. Let's go. Smash that trumpet. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Let's go. Let's go, traders. Having a good day today. You guys can tell. That's what it's all about, man. You got to enjoy what you do, man. Enjoy what you do every day, guys. All right, guys, then we're back into the 850s there for Iren. Canceling my stop out. If I go back into the 840s, I'll throw it up there. Julian Sahari. Julian, winner, winner. Chicken dinner, baby. Get after it. Taking a look at the trading action too. This ain't easy, guys. I'm trying to do these raffles pretty quickly because I'm trying to go trade, but you know how it is, guys. I wish you guys all the best, and I'm really happy that you guys are winning out there. We got 18 winners now. Philip, shout out to you. Another winner. That Kuka. Let's go, guys. 18 winners now. Gonna get all the way up to 50s, guys. And there's a lot of names on this. You see, each one of these little pie slices is the name. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we got out there. Imrana Musa. Let's go. We got 19 of them. One more before we get back to the stock trading action, guys. Smash the like if you guys are enjoying this. If you guys are new to the show, say hello. All right, there we go, guys. Min Navarra Ramirez. Shout out to you. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner, baby. Get it, guys. 20 winners there. You guys see them. Hit the like button. We got 20 so far. We're going to keep it going, guys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. We're back into Iren. Looking at that action here. We're trying to bottom out here. So you can see here we got in 1, 2, 3. You guys know my rule of 4, guys. So we're still hanging out here in Iren. I'm still looking for that nice drive back in Iren. We'll see if we get it. Big thing is now looking at more like a 15-minute outlook. It could pull back here towards the 30s, and that's going to get me out. So keep that in mind. Look to see the 10 o'clock candle to be back towards the 875s. It's an important outlook too. Always know your timings out there. So on the 5 minute, this can also help, right? Get out of the 1 minute. Stop stressing so much. 5 minute. Just look to this, get back towards green or stay above the 9 EMA. 851, and then open the new candle and take the VWAP, which is 866 now. All right. And one of the things that's helping me in Iren is staying small right now. We'll see what happens on the different names out there. If you guys got smaller names making a move, let me know. Soxel pulled back there towards the 9 EMA, is just holding the 9 EMA right now. So we'll look to see if it takes 38. Nvidia up there towards 124. Really not doing much now. You're kind of getting an in-between day in the SPY. So taking a look to see what happens in the next action. Overall, to sectors, technology is the only one that's up from the open. The rest of them are red from the open. That's an important outlook to catch. We'll see if this changes, but for right now, it's tech to the upside. Everything else kind of pointing down. All right, back into Iren. There's a new candle, held that 9 EMA, held it now. Now I want to see it take the VWAP. VWAP 866. Let's see if it comes back to that level and up towards this trend line, 896. Let's go, team. Taking a shot here. Now I need to go into the 1 as I start to see the action, because I'm looking for the short time frames to show me that I need to add and take my swing. That's what I talk about. So slow and then speeding up to the action as I go into the green, not speeding up the action, trying to catch the dip, right? There's two ways to go approaching this. We'll see if we start to get the breakout above our entry. Put me in, coach. Put me in. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. I could be center field. Yeah. You guys know I was a baseball player. I got you, future day trade. Get in, kid. Let's go, guys. Having a good time today, guys. Like always, smash the like. We have a great time here while we trade, while we focus on what's going on in the market action. And of course, me giving you guys the step-by-step approach of how I take the trading action. There's the VWAP. It hits it right to the key, 871. Now pulling back to the 9 EMA. Lower 60 would definitely be an ad. I'm in at 860, so I got no problem starting to take ads now. $864s will get me to start adding, guys. Looking for another ad towards 864s, 860s. That's where I want to be adding. There's 864s on the bid. I'm going to put it out in a second here. There's 864s. Let's get it, baby. Boom. Just jumped on that. Now I got 862. 400 shares, holding towards like 850s on that bottoming action. Now we'll look for a quick sweep through the VWAP, 872. Once I get that move, I can add again, and then I got to hold towards the 860s though, adjusting as I add the sizing to understanding the risk. Very important. Now we'll look to see if we get that next jump through this 872, so to 875. Look to see if Iren starts to make the move on the 5 minute. You can see how it went green to that 5 minute. I'd like to see this hold green. It opened at 853, so shouldn't break 853 on the downside and go red candle. Just stay green on the 5 and take out this high 870s, 880s. That's when you really start to get the drive and going through 9. The fun part is look how we're on the net P&L here. I'm like kind of swinging through it. And what it does is it gives me the ability to have lower risk when the price action is moving now, which is important, right? Because it keeps me in the trade. Let's see if it can actually start to make the up move and get that action. All right, looking around to see what's moving out there. Best Buy, what a move today, guys. It's on the pullback, but what a move, guys. This is actually interesting. Hour-long pullbacks. I love hour-long pullbacks. So looking for a pullback closer towards 96 today. on Best Buy, but it's holding that 98 pretty well right now in the 15-minute. We'll look to see if it holds that 98 and starts to recover 100. There's Iren now going into the green, into the 68s, exactly what I'm looking for. Now I have that kind of cup-looking pattern. Now any pullback I can add, but I'm actually going to just step up here. I'll go through it at 100 shares only to kind of keep myself what? Smaller than bigger. A lot of traders, they start to add way too much big size there and they ruin their average. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm good with 500 shares. Now I have a nice position in the green and giving myself the potential for this to rip. There's into the 880s, the 890s are next, and $9 breakout could be really approaching really soon. So I could sell some here at 895s or on the 9 breakout. I'm going to look at the 9 breakout here to try to make a good green and then hold to break even or the VWAP. 864, I'm actually below the VWAP, so I can hold the break even. I won't lose on this position, but looking to make a nice gain through 9. Let's go, guys. Iren. Let's get it. All right, guys, back into the 880s. Let's see if the VWAP holds. 870s on pullbacks. Break through 9 is the breakout. Stocks S, quick pullback there. So Stocks L probably making a rip to the upside there. $100 available to me right now. I could just take the money and run, but I'm looking for a little more. Let's see if we get it. So as I break out through the 9, I want to sell majority of this. So I'm looking for, let's say the high of the day is 917. So 915s wouldn't be bad. I don't want to get too greedy there. 915s on the first sell. I'm going to put 913 out when it goes out there. A lot of times if I say 915 to myself, I'll put it down a couple more pennies because pennies won't make too much of a difference. Of course, 10 cents could make a difference, but just trying to like think about it, right? And I like to give you guys my thinking because it's so important so that you guys can learn from me. What's good, everybody? How we doing? Yes, we're getting the Lambo today, Wisdom. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The Matrix Jumper out there. I like the name. I like the name for sure. All right, got to the 888s. Now pulling back. Could hold to the 90 EMA pullback. 871s. I'm at 864s. Giving myself the ability to be below the VWAP. That's exactly where I want to be. All right, we'll see if this gets the next move. And a big part of this is now pulling towards like a 5-minute outlook, right? Because if you start to get too close on the 1 minute, that's easily how you start to getting driven by emotions. So a secret tip, get out of the 1 minute, man. It's just going to drive your emotions. So now that this is pulling back, I'm just looking at this, right? So as long as it can hold this right here, this body, this 862, it's still a good bullish chart. And sometimes it's important to go to the deeper time frames to understand that, right? Because a lot of people get weary on a trade like this, right? There's no need for me to get weary. Just looking to make the nice little move higher here towards the 9. The 9 breakout is still available, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Going towards the 5 to slow my brain down, slow the action, slow the risk, slow the concern. At the end of the day, you've already taken the trade. Now it's time to stay in it, baby. Giveaway closed already? No, Matrix. We've been giving away the giveaways. We're going to keep going, guys. We still got a lot more. So far, we got 20 result winners. You can look through that list. Hit the pause if you want to kind of scroll through that. If you want to see if you've already got a win somehow. We still got 30 more prizes to give. Next time that I'm going to be doing the giveaway is towards, we'll do another 10 at 10:15. Then we'll just keep rolling till we get to 11. Let's keep it going, guys. Smash the like. All right, this is pulling back, starting to slow down on me now. And there's a couple of different ways I can approach this. I can go looking at other trades and just set a break even stop or just focus on this. TOVX is one that just got halted. It rose from 4 all the way up there towards 5 on the halt. So just to throw out one that is making a move there. Affirm now to 41. Complete breakout there. That tells me Sofi. Boom. I talked about this in the pre-market. Not a bad VWAP move, right? Tight move. but a good breakout on the daily. This tells me swing trade on in SoFi. Let's go take a swing trade on this, guys. All right, I'm going to try to take a nice swing trade here because this one's a little bit bigger size, so I can go a little bit bigger on the first start. All right, there's 300 shares. Pull back down towards, let's say, 776, 770s will be an add on SoFi. Let's go, let's go. Taking swing trades, baby. You a swinger? Just a swing trader. Cloud Strike up there towards 282s, recovering today. We'll see how that goes. Back to the day trading action. Got to be able to move, baby. Got to be able to move. Let's go. 5 minutes, still chomping around here on Iren. Still hasn't made the move. Still hasn't made the lift. One of the things that helps is now don't overreact. Just focus on what you're seeing versus what you want to happen or need to happen. Just focus on what's happening, right? The truth is, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get a gain on this, but there's one thing's for sure. I shouldn't lose on Iren now. Just trying to focus and see if I can get the real lift. And sometimes you got to be patient. You got to be willing to go through a candle like this red candle, to then eventually break through the high, right? So now it's pretty much like this, guys. This is the way I see it. So green here for the breakout, right? And red here for the breakdown. So now I have the trade a lot kind of like established, right? So in between this, now I'm looking for the takeout of the 883s and going to 9 or a breakdown through the 60s. That's just what it could be. No SoFi here. I'm bitter. Trust me, in the competition account, SoFi cost me a lot. So maybe it gives it back to me. Keep your eyes open for the hats, man. The hats. Where are the hats at? Do you guys see a hat? Let's go. Let's go. I actually like the hat game thing that we're playing. If you guys don't know, we're doing this hat giveaway thing. So definitely stick around. That's also on the Instagram. So we did 2 giveaways right now, essentially 2 raffles. We did one with Benzinga. We did one on our Instagram. We'll see how it all turned out. But it's been fun, guys. And one thing that I can clearly see here is the wall, guys, on SoFi. Huge wall on SoFi. Huge wall at the 89s and 95s. Insane big walls there. But if those walls can give, yeah, you can really start driving because a lot of volume runs into the name. Going back to Iren here. Trying to focus on this. There's a wall at 79. We need a break. So you want to see 79s fill and show up on the offer. There exactly it is that. Now show me 880s. 880s here. 880s. Show me an 880s. Show me an 880s. Show me an 880s. That's literally what I'm looking at right now, guys. To talk about the level 2s right there. So just want to see 880s actually show up on the time and sales. There's 880s. That tells me that we are starting to get some buyers starting to step. Now the next spot, 888. Let's see if this starts to move into the 82s and 83s. We don't want to see 70s here. I want to see 80s showing up. Let's go. Let's go, Iren. You're going to make the move? You're going to make the breakout? Let's go. Iren setting up for the move here. Let's see if we get it. Q's slowing down, Nvidia on the pullback, guys. So I think we might get that opportunity where Nvidia breaks through the low and it washes out some of those bulls. Stocks out, I'm looking for a nasty reversal back down towards 36. We'll see what happens. Could go for success here off the bottom. Don't want to get too pretty. So let the action happen and show me versus me try to front run it, right? So that's 2 actions that could happen here. And I'm going to look to see if it actually happens versus trying to front run that action. Let's go. Let's go. Wisdom said it's pretty fun. Yeah, the hat game is pretty fun, actually. I'm not going to lie. Iren, let's go. Let's go. And shout out to Gil out there. Gil works on our social media, probably listening right now. Shout out to Gil. And Gil's an actual Girl, not the Gil that we know in the chat sometimes. Other Gil. So shout out to Gil, though, for sure. All right, guys, seeing some pullback. Now looking for Iren to take this 880s. You can see the 880s hit here just once or twice. So not like big 80s showing up there. So looking to see if we can run into the 80s now. If not, we might just have to let this go. And so here's that like decision making where I get to like this point in time where I'm like, yeah, the stock has the opportunity to run now. Now it should do it. And if not, it's okay to maybe just take a small gain. Here's 884s showing up there right on the trend line. You see how it hits the trend line and stops? It's looking to see if there's going to take the breakout through it, right? So now let's see if we get that breakout, right? 885s going through. 93s is the next wall. I see 10,000 shares showing up there. I want to see 93s show up here to give me conviction that we're going for the 9 break. TOVX probably reopening in just a second here. Let's see it. That reopened, pulled back, right back to a halt. That's a crazy one. That's a third halt, though. Be careful with that one. Iren here towards the 880s, 885s now showing up. Let's see if we can get this run to the 9s. Let's go. 886 showing up there. 893s next wall. Once we get to that 893s, look for it to show up here with a big sizing. That's what I'll be looking for. I'll look for like kind of a purple or blue. You see blue there. Blue there is an interesting sign there. That tells me that we're getting some volume to flow now. Let's see if we can get another one of those to show up here. A purple on the 93s. Going up there now, 88s towards 115s, looking for that last little drive through that 9. That's going to be about 180s at the 910. That's about 229. 920, that's about 280s. So looking for that drive now. Could add here, but I ruined my average. I'm just looking for the push now. 889s going up. 893s coming real quick. When we get to that 893s, I'm going to look to see if it shows up here that we want to break through it and not pull back off of it. Here's the 892s right there. 893s. Where'd it go? Look at the purple. Look at the purple, baby. Look at that purple. 12,600, 10,000 shares there. Good outlook there that we want to get through 9. Now I'd look to hold 885 or 883s. Back through 883s, I'm going to cut it. But I'm giving it the chance here to run through 9. Now, giving it the chance, if it comes back towards that 880s, got to get out. Got to get out. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. It got the volume that it needed. It got through that seller. Now you look to see if they become what we call repeat sellers. Repeat sellers showing up on the offer here and big sizing. So if we see like another 10,000 shares, that could be a repeat offer, right? And so where was that at 93s? But now you're going to the 96 and the 9s. So that's actually good outlook here. Let's see if we can get through that 9. As we get through that 9, it's going to be a quick pop. I'll look to sell majority of it through 9. Let's go. Let's go up towards 894s. Looking for the pop through 9 here. Come on. Come on. Next spot there, $9 is going to be a little bit of a wall. Can we get through that? Nvidia down to 121.50 is going to look for a cut down through the 120s. $891 starting to pull back here. Not liking that downturn here, guys. We might just have to take the money and run. It needs to hold the 880s. If not, we need to get out. Not liking this pullback. It needs a hold here on the trend line. So that's 883s, even a bid at 880s. So just be careful for that downturn here. The trend line hold approach. So this is what we call the throwback look. The throwback look is an opportunity to rejoin the party, essentially. So you want to see algorithms rejoin the party. Look at that. 30,000 shares sell at 886. So that could have been someone getting out here. So you got to be careful with that on a quick downside action here. There's 880s showing up there. just for a second, be careful out there. I'm about to get out, and just in case. There's the 76. Now I set it there. Setting the stop at 76. If it hits me right now, it gets me out. I'll take the 60 bucks. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to let it come back to me. Got to always respect yourself. Respect where your out is. All right, back into the 80s here. Back into the 80s here. All right, guys. Just canceled on my stop there. I'm looking to see if we go back into the 70s here. If we do, I'll drop it, but I don't want it just out there. So hands on the trigger right now to let go of the stop. I'll let you guys know if I do see that move. There's 76 shows up to me again here. Now I need to be careful because the cut down's right available. There it recovers 76. So now I drop it at 74. Dropped it. Now I have it dropped, guys. Now it's kind of like either go or no go. What I mean by go or no go, it's either going to break out or just stop me out. Those are the two options. But guess what? Both of them in the green. And there it is. Seeing it live is like say it, right? I'm not saying and not doing it. Always telling you guys exactly what I'm doing and trying to be transparent so you out there can learn. Because the truth is, if I'm not transparent, how are you guys going to learn from this stream? Too many streams out there just trying to talk about Lambos versus trying to talk about actual educating, right? So please do me the favor, guys. Take a moment whenever you can today. Maybe it's after the stream. Share this stream. Tell everybody how transparent Money Mitch is being right here in front of you guys. This is something you don't get elsewhere, guys. Let's keep going. Let's see what happens. Iren back into the 80s, back into the 82s. Good outlook there. Look at Nvidia, guys. Nvidia coming down there, back towards the 120s. So I'll look for that quick little breakdown back on SOXL, back through the 37, coming towards like 3640s, and then coming right back up. So it's going to do that fake washout type of look now. Be careful out there, guys. All right, 79's kind of holding in well, but not wanting to make the breakout here. So could get triggered right now at the 75s. At this point, I got to just either just set the trade, right? It's could hit my 75. I could also just cancel it and not try to get stop hunted here. But the truth is that you always got to be careful for these types of action. There's two ways to approach it, right? So you see how I got triggered there? It looks like a stop hunt, and that's okay though, because look how you go to the 71s and the 70s, and I start to give up my gains. So I gave myself the potential move for another $200, $300, which expands my winning, right? But I only took 50 here and not mad about it. Pat on the back, well executed trade, well entry, well exit. And a lot of traders will look back at this. If Iren goes to, let's say, $10 today, they'll be mad at themselves. No, it's all about execution. Keep it to that. The execution here, excellent. Keep moving, Mitch. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go looking around. Let's see what else we can find. Iren wasn't all that we wanted it to be. Gave it the chance. Could have sold some up there at the 890s. It got to 896. Could have taken like 150. So that was the potential loss. So sometimes you got to think about what was the opportunity loss. That was an opportunity loss, but can't view it negatively. All right, guys, let's keep going. Facts, no other service like it. Yeah, smash the like on that, guys. There's no one out there unless you pay a price. Mitch gives some YouTube University education at the higher bar, and that's exactly what I try to do, guys. I'm giving the free education out there and giving you guys a hell of a lot. And sometimes I give you guys so much that I even think about it. I'm like, should I give away that much? But the truth is, I'm trying to pay it forward for you guys out there. All right, we'll see what else is out there. Nvidia taking the market down fast. Of course. Yeah, it wants to run with Nvidia. Look at that Iren. Back to 855s. That's why you do it, man. That's why you do it. Because if not, you get... That's the truth. All right, guys, let's keep going. Let's take a look around there. SOXS with a big jump up. And what does that mean? Big bar down on SOXL. What we were looking for. Now I'm looking for Nvidia. Do you take out the lows? You see how you took out that lows? Boom, took out that lows. Going back towards that 119. Nvidia taking a hit there, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Now I want to see if they buy it. Will they buy it back? Look at the cues for that, a good sign on that. Looking at SOXL to see what happens on that. CrowdStrike on the pullback too. Looking at that underneath the VWAP. You could look at strong stocks to see if you can catch them near the VWAP. Sentinel 1 near the VWAP. Names like that doing pretty well today. Looking to here, Palantir off the VWAP. So those are names that you can look at if you think this is going immediately back. I think this is going to be a little bit of a struggle here. So Nvidia going to 119s, 118s is what I'm looking for. And then maybe a comeback towards maybe 11, right? It doesn't mean that it needs to come back immediately here at 10. It could wash out some traders for about an hour and then start working its way back up. Best Buy up there towards 102s. That was an opportunity on the pullback. Talked about that on the 15-minute, how it was holding really well around the 99s, and it reclaimed that 100 back to 102s. XPEV doing well today. What did I call on the playbook? Yin. So let's take a look at Yin, see if it can start making an up move. JD is another one to watch here. JD did do a fake out to the 2669s, back towards the 2630s here. We'll have to wait for technology to get strong again. XRTX got back all the way above the $2, guys. So the outlook earlier today when we were at the 140s and 135s for a risk of 10 cents, maybe 5 cents if you're just risking the action there. What a move there. Selling some towards the 160, 170. That's how I would have done it. But then after that, it held the VWAP, gave you that opportunity for that big rip. Nice big rip there to 211s. I hope somebody was able to nail that XRTX. What a nice trade there, man. Really nice trade. Holding well. DDL. Ding dong. NVDS. Oh, the bear daily ETF taking off a little bit. Not a good sign there for the bulls, but we'll see what happens. Sofi up there to 792s. We'll look to see if that can keep riding higher. Upstart's another one that could grind higher with that Affirm move, but Affirm now probably pulling back a little bit. Yeah, there's that pullback. Q's pulling back there, and there it goes, guys. And that looks like a head and shoulders pattern to me if I see it just on the 1 minute. I hate 1 minute head and shoulders patterns, so I'm not going to act like that's something to trade off of. But that's just to mention it out there. I always give you guys the outlook that I'm looking at. All right, guys, we have been doing the raffles. We've given out about 20 prizes. I do need to do about another 10 here. I should have done it around the 10, 15 hours. So you know what? We'll do it here, and we'll keep it running. We got about, 30, 40 minutes left here. So let's go ahead. Let's spin the wheel. Let's give some winners. Let's get some winners out there. If you guys are joining over from the Benzinga stream or from the raffle itself, just say hello in the chat. It's good to see you guys out there. All right, TEZ, Zing, Pez Zing, shout out to you. 21st prize. Let's keep it moving, guys. And of course, this is for our mini buying power. So shout out to those guys. I mean, honestly, you can't get wrong giving away 50 winners. Robert Delgado, shout out to you, the 22nd winner. Let's keep it moving, team. Let's go. Tesla pulling back now towards the 210s. That could crack down and go red. We'll see what happens out there. StoxS, big push up there to 2290s. Larnek, Amar, shout out to you. Nice little push there. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, 23 winners. Let's see if we can get there towards 30. And then, of course, we still got 20 more for that. Let's keep it going, guys. It's good to see you out there. Anybody out there, if you just jumped in, say hello. To Juan, shout out to you. The 24th prize. Let's keep it spinning, baby. You're at here. Trade the pool, baby. Smash the like if you guys haven't done so already. It's been a great stream here, up about 300, guys, and can't be mad at all, guys, as I keep things pushing forward. You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool. Let's keep things spinning here. Ozma, 25th winner. Let's get to the 30s winners here. as I keep looking into the market. NASDAQ pulling back there. Nvidia down to 119.50s around that. I'm looking to see if we get to the 119 first and then look for the move back. High Watt, shout out to you. Another winner. 26 of you guys. We're doing 50 prizes here today. Hope you guys enjoy the action. What are these prizes? They're for the evaluation accounts, the smaller one. But the truth is, just that alone is such an opportunity for traders out there to be trading with a prop company and trading equities. Yes, I talked about equities, not the future, baby. We're always getting after the equities here. Alash Raffle. What a name, man. What a name. It'd be tough to go to school with this person, at least for the teacher, at least. But shout out to you guys. 27 winners. Let's go to the 28th winner here and keep things going. Then we'll take a look into the market and keep it pushing. Where else do you get this? Money Mitch doing raffles, taking trades, breaking the market down, giving you guys an outlook, looking into the economic data, the sunrise report, the playbook. I can't do more, guys. I really can't. I try to give it to you guys all. All right, here, May Sam, shout out to you, our 28th winner. Let's go, let's go. Let's do two more here. Let's get the 29th and the 30th, and then we'll keep things going. Nvidia bouncing a little bit, looking for one more leg down to start catching some traders, and then to see that up move come. Booty, Partiano. All right, we'll see what happens. Booty, shout out to you. Get that booty. All right, let's go. Last one here, the 30th one, and then we'll go another 20 as we keep things going. We'll do the next one at around 11:40, and then the last one, we'll do it at 11:50s. Let's keep going. Chimermen, let's go, guys. Those are our 30 for right now. If you guys haven't checked this out, definitely smash the like. Oh, look, I spin the wheel one more time. It looks like somebody, we're going to get the 31st right now. That was an accident, but hey. It is what it is. Let's go, guys. Samuel, I'll tell you one thing. You're lucky, my friend. Not a bad one there. 31 winners. Let's keep this going, guys. Not a bad day today. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, snap. 30-second winner coming soon. I was trying to take a screenshot, but hey, that's how it goes, guys. Chano. There you go. There you go. All right, there you go. 30-second winner there. I'll send this over. Now, I'm just keeping track here to make sure. 32 winners there. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see what happens. I'll be back to this, and we'll do some more giveaways. Hughes caught that pullback back above the VWAP. Still nothing that I want to come after right now, but it is pulling back on the VWAP. So if you're thinking that this is the time to come after it, well, you got your opportunity there. ASTS taking another leap forward. That's an interesting outlook. ASTS, of course, a space mobile company, bouncing back today. Not a bad move there. Best Buy up to 103 now and ripping higher. Just saw that Iren for a second there. It's back to 850s, but hasn't made that big move. We'll see what happens. EOSE up there towards 261, continuing to push on that one. All right, looking around, guys. Nvidia back down towards the 120s, 70, back towards 120.80s. It did go down there towards the 119s, 119.23s. Didn't get to the 119s. Might have been a little bit too much, but we'll see, guys. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to look for one more attempt down towards that level, 119, and then look for that reversal right now. But taking a look around, Soxel back to the VWAP, 3750s, and bounced off of it to the key. So at this point, Soxel looked good off that VWAP. I'd like to see an opportunity back to 37. I haven't gotten that, but doesn't mean that I can't go for a scalp maybe opportunity today. Dixie to the downside today. Talked about how that could be a scalp. Look at this, guys. It just broke through the 1140s, made a little down move, bounced to the 1131s. This looks like a scalp opportunity to me. Let me see if I can get 28. Somehow get 28s here, and I'll scalp it. I think I might be a little too late. You can see this going back down towards 11 today, so it's not a crazy outlook, but Could cut down to the 11, going to like 1080s. Needed to go towards like 28s and 27s. That's the important thing. Importance for me on VIXI is looking at the 15-minute chart and then trying to read it off of these levels and giving myself an advantage that you're close to the risk and looking for the breakdown. Yesterday, I was not able to scalp Urban, but boy, oh boy, did I have a nice opportunity for it. We'll see what happens today. Retail, actually not doing too bad. Bouncing back. There's mixed noise in the retail, and that's the important thing. Like 5 got crushed, DG got crushed, but then you see Best Buy up big, right? Mixed noise out there. All right, looking around, guys. It's been a great day for me. I'm up 298. Not trying to push it too much unless I see a great opportunity, and that's always important there. All right, lowered it down here, taking a step back. Let's keep things going. You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool. If for some reason you're not subscribed already, what are you waiting for, guys? Hit that subscribe button. Let's keep things moving. Let's go. Subscribe up. All right, a little bit of a pullback there. Just keeping a look out there. And VIXI, I've got the opportunity here if I want to come after it towards the 28 and 30s. Would need to see the overall market just start to rip back higher. And that's a good sign there, right? So like if I see the Qs, just make a quick little move here. And if I look at the 15 minutes, right, just keep on the 15-minute charts. At this point in time, there's no reason to be on 1-minute charts unless I'm in a penny stock. That's the only reason I should be looking at smaller charts now. So pullbacks to this layer could be like pullbacks to look at, right? So pullback to 474, but that would actually get the VIXI to bounce a little bit. So what I'm looking at right now is to see if we're going to do just a quick breakout. If we just break out going to 477, 479, 480s, yeah, that's that breakdown there in the VIXI, and that's Nvidia right back up. So there you got outlook on trying to take a look at some trades. TSM is also another one to watch. Of course, it's going to be trading important with Nvidia. We'll look to see if it makes another move back towards the upside. That could be one to take a look at. The big part about TSM is that it moves a lot. I mean, you're talking about $4 today, $5 on the movement up and down. So be careful out there, traders. What's up? What's up, guys? How we looking? In the chat, what are you guys taking a look at? Throw it up. All right, let's keep things going, yo. Happy Thursday. Amir, how we doing? It's good to see you guys. If you're new to the show, say hello. All right, we'll see what happens here. TSM just hanging out. VIXI back towards the 25s. So we've got opportunity here at the 25 to 27s to get in for that scalp to the downside. Now I need to look at the Qs. What are the Qs doing? The Qs are looking like the breakout. Now I got to determine, do I just go off of what I'm seeing or do I expect further downside in Nvidia? I think at this point, you just got to make a call, right? That's what it's always about in trading, right? And to me, being up 300 here tells me to be more on that loss aversion feeling. But we talked about that yesterday and how that could be a negative, right? So dealing with losses and drawdowns is one of the hardest things as a trader, but also not trying to avoid them, right? What happened to Bullseye? I agree. What happened to Bullseye? Bullseye was doing so great. That gets me a little frustrated that Bullseye disappeared, because the truth is, I always like to see you traders have success, and I'm always here to try to help you get to that success. So, hey, hope to see Bullseye back. Maybe she took a little bit of a break, and hopefully she gets right back in here. All right, we'll see what else is out there, guys. Seeing the Qs taking another move to the upside. So now is the opportunity. It's now or never. Literally just like that. It's now or never in my eyes on this. Could look at the 5-minute and 15-minute and take a look here. Down, up 1, down 2, up 2, down 3. Could look for a VWAP opportunity to really get after it. And that's on the rule of 3 using the 5-minute. We ain't going to talk about the rule of 3 because I know that a lot of new traders are out there joining us right now. And to tell you the truth, you got to stick with us. You got to be a loyal follower here to know about the rule of 3. That's gold that I give out there. But we ain't going to talk about that. Let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. We'll see what else is out there. Yeah, Wisdom got the black eye from the brokerage. Yeah, the brokers, man. There's too many times where I feel like they just forget. They think that the brokers are here, that they want them to succeed. There's very few that are out there that want them to succeed. The ones that probably want them to succeed are the ones sharing profits. Who shares profits? Of course, us, man. Trade the pool. And that's what it's all about sometimes, right? Because these other brokerages, they ain't sharing their profits. If you make money, do you give them money too? No. So they don't want you to make money. They want to take your money. But we're not going to get into that conversation. Let's not get negative. Let's stay focused. Let's stay positive. Let's go. Yep, the middleman will always take that money, man. The brokers are here. The brokers that are here take all our money. Yeah, I mean, Schwab, Thinker, all of them, right? E-Trade out there, Robinhood. It's all about, what do they call it? Citadel? Citadel? Yeah, don't get me fired up, Wisdom. Don't. Let's take this back to the nice, calm, easy trading stream that we were doing. Goldman sucks. How is Goldman doing today? Oh, financials is up, guys. Remember earlier, only technology was in the green. You got healthcare, industrials in the green. Am I missing that cat run? Oh, my God. Mitch, you got out of cat. You were supposed to get back in it. You're supposed to get back in it. Good Lord, guys. I'm out of cat, and I'm a little annoyed. Someone is bleeping you. Yeah, Greg, that's me. I enjoy to act like I'm Jerry Springer. But Cat, man, Cat is out the hat, and I'm missing this trade, guys. It's been so hard to trade Cat. I will admit it, because I get like 20 shares because it's a $300 stock, but I just got cut out of this yesterday, and boy, oh boy, would I be happy to be in this. GDS took the money and ran there, guys. That came back on me, so I'm all out of that one. And that could have been a stop hunt loss. I'm up 75 on that one. I took some gains earlier on GDS, so good gains there on GDS. Can't be mad, and we'll keep looking to see what else is out there. Sofi giving me some good gains already on the swing trade, but man, this cat, I should be in it at 347 where I was yesterday, and looking at it today and being like, well, there you go, up a nice little $6 on 20 shares, $120, nothing crazy, but that just goes to tell me that, man, a little frustrated that I'm not in this cat. Can go after Picard on the cheap or Deere if I really want to be in this space. And you see what? Deere taking lead today, guys. I'm telling you guys, the industrials are not a space I want to be missing, especially on the swing trade side of things. That's a little frustrating on that cat. Part of me just feels like chase, but I'm not going to do it. I'll look for a daily pullback to give me an opportunity to rejoin the party. But definitely looking at those, even railroads, right? I talked about these earlier in the week. Would we see railroads take a lift, right? Would we see those start to push higher? And that's what I'm focusing on here. Take a look here on the hourly chart on how railroads have been since I started mentioning them, which was what? It was on Tuesday. And look how they're starting to just grind higher. And I think this is an important outlook to catch because there's some of these that could keep climbing higher. Rail, it's a cheap one. If you just want to swing trade a cheap one, look how this is just staying strong, right? You can look at UNP. Look at that, continuing to start grinding higher. These aren't your sexiest names, but they can definitely make you some cash. CSX, CNI, right? They're all going up higher. And this industry has a tendency of going in the same area, right? Same direction. So if I look at the high cap names, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll give it 8. So 8, 9. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. 9 out of 13 of the names in the railroads are green. Industry-wide move. These are types of edge that you can really find in the market. All right, we'll see what else is out there. Let's keep going, guys. All right, let's go back to Nvidia. Let's take a look at that action. All right, will we get the one more downside leak now? There it's starting to come in. I'm looking for that one more time leak, and then I'll start to try to get back in on stock sell. I would love to see a cut down through the 37. So now this looks like a head and shoulders on the 1 minute, which I've already talked about this. 1 minute head and shoulders patterns is not a real edge. It's just something that you see, and it's going to show up all the time. But I'm just calling it out, right? So left shoulder, right shoulder, head, look to see the downside come back to 37. Iren showing up again. Wants to break out again, guys. Washed everybody out. Now coming back. So if you look at it on the 15 minute, that's when it's going to look good. That's why it's so important to know the deeper time frames on these smaller names. But for me, this is nothing that I want to get back in unless I want to scalp it through 9. If it went back to 9, I can maybe just do a little bit of a scalp play through that level. Right now, you can see this, right? You can see how you've had 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up, 3 down. Could hold this 870s VWAP and really break out through 9. So I will still put this on the radar for you guys out there. For me, it doesn't make that much sense with the gains that I have, but can keep it on the radar. AEO down a little bit today, but is working its way back, and that tells me that ANF could be just climbing back here. So that tells me be careful with apparel today, as it's going to be a little bit of a mixed noise. Even Gap that I want to short, I might not get in front of this because this could come back on me. What happened with Gap? Is it just trading with no volume? Or is it halted? I don't know. I'm a little confused by that. We'll see what happens. Not too many times you see me confused, but it's just not trading. Not trading size or volume. Stock stats pulling back. Tesla back on the VWAP. So if you're looking for a move back up, Tesla's available to you there, but I'm still seeing that downside come in. So that's the problem here. Little fake out blow off top there for the Qs. Try to get back through the 477. That's what I'll be watching for continued upside, 477. But you could pull back all the way back towards the 474 here. We'll see what happens if the Qs hold the trend line right there and then make the move to 477. Sofi continuing towards 802s. That actually still looks great, man. TOVX, I think this thing was halted 3 or 4 times, then get a down halt. Man, the strategy here that we see this all the time, where after 3 halts, sometimes you get the down halt, and that's what I normally probability expect. 1, 2, 3, down halt. But sometimes on the 4th halt, it's actually a move back up, which is the hardest trade, I think, sometimes to trade. But here's your availability, $4, that they just spike back here to 450s. Then the next move is like 470s, 480s, and it's halting again. So TOVX is available to you, but the problem then about this TOVX is not only the 5-cent spread, but the volume that's non-existent. So no liquidity is a dangerous move, especially something that we don't want to get used to. We have great ability on this through Trade the Pool and the way that Trade the Pool works, but when you start moving into different brokerages in the real market, you really got to be careful with liquidity issues on stocks like this TOVX. Affirm still up there to $42 today, man. Look at Affirm's chart. We were watching this for so long. Originally created when? Originally created in June 3rd. June 3rd. That's how long I've been watching Affirm. And now it's finally on a big breakdown. This is what we call the undercut and rally strategy, where a stock undercuts a support, gets volume, and then rallies off of the break of the trend line. And that's exactly what you're seeing now. So pullbacks are going to make sense, but all the way back to 34 on a firm. Right now, it's just on breakout city. All right, 10:43, guys. In just a second, we'll do some more giveaways and start to wrap things up. I hope you guys enjoy the action out there. Over 155 of you guys. Smash a like. How's Victoria's Secret? Let's go take a look at Secret and VSCO. Their warning out there was really not a good outlook, and this is starting to break down. So I'd be looking at this to kind of start to break the daily 9 EMA and then really start to break down. Right now, it's still stuck in between that, but it could let go even today. So I think what we need to do is look for the next red day in the market to really come after Victoria's Secret on the red side of things. But you have an opportunity right here at the 94s. The question is, do you feel it comes down today, or do you feel it comes down on the next red day action? VWAP rejection is available there. That's about 50 cents on the downside. The risk here is about towards the 25s though. So you're talking like 70 cents to the upside, 95 cents. And then the same thing on the downside. That's where I get a little bit concerned. I mean, maybe like a $1.38 with a $1.16 risk, kind of in between, right? That's what I would call this, in between the trade here. We'll look to see if this turns back to the downside. I could see this going back to 25. And then when we get a red day, this really starts to collapse. The big part of that is Best Buy and other ones kind of hanging out there. And that could actually drive the market. Look at Ulta going back to the upside there. So keep your eyes on that. That's something to look at. That's why I'm not shorting Gap too, right? That's why I'm not shorting this. Lucy's back to 530s. This thing just leaked. All right, what's up out there, traders? How we doing? All right, let's go. TQQQ has a wall. Q's trying to break through that 477. Got through it for a second there and then pulled back. Let's see if it takes the next step up there. How is the VIXI scalp? Still hasn't come back to that 1130. Hasn't really made the breakdown or breakup move. I think that's important to take a look at. 181,000 shares here tells me somebody's taking a bet. Somebody's taking a bet, guys. So let's take a look to see what happens. You see how the 15 minutes sideways there. It's important to look for breaks towards a direction and then for the pullback to hold. So that's another thing with the VIXI that I look for a lot. All right, looking around, got to take a little sip here. Can we find one more trade here, guys? I'm looking for it. Iren, did we break that move yet? Oof, just hanging out in Iren. You can see that hangout. And it doesn't look bad, but it just doesn't want to break through it. Right now in Iren, it keeps struggling. Iren, of course, I made a gain on this, so I can maybe risk the 50 bucks. Let's see if this is going to make the move and maybe break out through 9. The biggest thing is that there's just repeat sellers in the 80s and 90s. And so what does that tell me is that there's someone that probably has a bigger position from like 8 and is just selling into this move, right? So on the daily, they approach this and they're trying to sell into the resistance, which is that 880s at 9. So you need to get through that seller first to make the move to 10. And so that's the outlook here, is that this could run to 10, but can we get through that repeat seller that keeps showing up on the offer? And how do I know? Is that there's random like 8,000, 10,000 shares, 30,000 shares that we saw sell earlier, right? that was probably someone that had like a big package of shares, right? And they're selling into those rips. And at one point they got scared there and they hit 30,000 out. They were just like, you know what, take the money, get out of there. They're probably in the green too. It's not like they're taking red, but they're starting to get a little bit concerned about their big win. And so they're taking that money. So that's one way that a lot of times in penny stocks, you get sold into. What do I mean is the bigger investor got the push, is selling into you. And so that's one thing to keep in mind. Potato, potato, potato. Did I miss the raffle? Oh, you missed some of the raffle. The raffle's been going on all day. I'm going to continue giving out some more winners out there. So keep sticking around. We've got a little bit left here to go ahead and do. I've already done about like 32 of the prizes. I still got a couple more that I'm about to do, guys. I'm going to save it for the last 5 minutes here. We're going to do 18 winners here, guys, in the next 10 minutes. So smash the like, guys. I'm going to go for one more trade here on Iren. Going to go for the scalp here. Iren seems like the best opportunity in the smaller ones right now. So I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else that makes sense for me. EOSE, that's a little bit too high up, right? I could take a look at the one that I was trading this morning, XRTX, but that one's already gone way too high and now starting to turn around. In my eyes, this one's done for the day and now starting to pull back. We'll see what happens there. Iren just started to make a little bit of a spike there back towards the 85s. Will we finally make the run there towards 9? I think we got to risk off the 870s here, but I'm going to take a quick trade here and see what I can do. Let's risk the $50 that we had earlier. I'm going to go 400 shares here and could try to catch the 880s pullback. There's a seller right there at the 85s that we're not being able to get through, and we just blew through 85. So repeat seller. Look, you see here, 7,200. The repeat seller just is ruining this game. Now 10,000 at 93, 14,000 at 85. The repeat seller, man, we can't get through it. It frustrates me because I want to take the trade here, but the signs that I see on the tape tell me that you're not going to be able to get to 9. And that's just from what I'm seeing on the tape. It's a little frustrating. I want to go long on it, but just because I want to do something doesn't mean I go ahead and do it, right? The tape needs to be telling me what I need to see. And the repeat seller is just frustrating. It's just frustrating. Now 14,000 at 85s. When you just clicked here, and you were going above that 85. You were going for the break. You hit 87. You hit 86. And all of a sudden, boom, they throw out more sizing there. Not what you want to see. All right, let's see what else is out there. Euro and falling and the dollar will be next. We'll see it, man. It's like a bad poker player at a table. Yeah, the repeat seller. That's for sure. And repeat sellers show up all the time in the penny stocks, especially. So just be careful out there, traders. Let's go to the raffle. Let's have some fun. Forget you, Iren. They don't want to let it go just yet. Look at that now. 85's 22,000 shares. You don't think that's a repeat seller? Yeah, that is. It's a little frustrating one, but hey, we'll let them go. All right, let's get back to the raffle action. Let's do some raffles, baby. Spin that wheel. Let's go. All right, smash the like if you guys are enjoying the action, enjoying all what I've explained in today's stream. Here's Chimerem. Chimerem? We'll see. Another winner, baby. Let's keep it moving. So many names, guys. I can't believe all these guys are going to get a great opportunity to actually make it in their trading career. And that right there within itself is really, really it makes me feel good about what I'm doing, about where I'm at, right? Of course, you guys know I actually came from Benzinga, right? And one of the biggest things and the reason why I'm with Trade the Pool is because I want to give other traders the opportunity, right? At Benzinga, yes, I could offer them a service and offer them Benzinga Pro, which is what I think is the best news scanner out there, right? If you need news, you get it through Benzinga Pro. Now, of course, why am I here at Trade the Pool? Because I want to give back to you guys. I want to pay it forward. I want traders to learn from me. And one of the number one things that I talked about early on in my trading career was that I wanted to do education and give back to you guys out there. So smash the like and let's keep going. Moses, shout out to you. Let's keep going. We got 15 more to go through. We got to keep flowing here. Looking to see if we can get through that 85 seller. 28,000 shares now, guys. Emma, shout out to you, Emma. That's the 35th prize. We got to keep it going, guys. Keep this spinning as we give to 50 prizes today. Crazy out there, guys. Smash it up. Adefio. I'll just go with John to make my life easier. There you go, guys. Let's keep it going. That's the 36. We're going to 37 here. Let's smash that like. Let's keep going. NEM up also. That tells me gold maybe today. I wonder how cold did. Just looking at it, how cold did. Nvidia starting to come back up, so you could get that breakout now. HCC with a nice breakout today, guys, to 63. That was on the watch list. Asgar, shout out to you. 37th place, 37th winner, not 37th place, 37th winner there. Let's keep going. We're going to give all the way up to 50 there. Let's go, guys. Bet you're a better fit and trade the pool. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I got nothing against the Benzinga Pro family. Like always, one of the things I always do is I leave my families in good standing, right? Beginner trading family, Benzinga family, now the trade the pool family. I'm always going to keep it on a good level. I enjoy the time that I have, the journey that I have with you guys right here. That's what it's all about. You're growing. Let's grow together. Asper, Erica, shout out to you, the 38th winner there. We're towards the 891s. Look how there was that big order there. 7,000 at 83s, but I haven't seen really massive size there. There's 7,000, 7,000, 800, 8,000. So here was the big order there. That's the big order at 85, the 14,000 shares that went through. And look how there was some big sells right on that 85s. So definitely a repeat seller. Keep showing up. 83 at 93s now 10,000 shares. It's ridiculous. That's algorithmic volume running this stock. Alex, shout out to you. You just got another winner there. Sardenson. Alex, let's keep it going, guys. This will be the 40th. Let's go. Yeah, man. That's what it's all about, Wisdom. It's all about keeping things going and pushing towards. Mitch, take a million position in Nvidia. Trust me, my friend. 127 by the end of the day. It doesn't seem bad, future. You guys know it. I wanted to trade Soxel, and I made a really quick trade today. Could I have held more and made more? Yes. But I made that quick trade, and I haven't gotten the opportunity that I feel to get back in the name. Sofi, shout out to you. The 40th place, or 40th prize winner. There we go. We'll get into the 50s, guys. Let's keep going. All right, Somesh, shout out to you, the 41st prize winner. Let's go. It's 10:56. We'll be wrapping up here in just a second here, guys. Tesla is on the struggle at that 211, but if the Qs can continue grinding higher, you could see that push. Here's a big push in SOXS. Qs falling fast there, guys, so be careful out there. Saw Tesla make a down move there. Could see a quick move down in Nvidia, but definitely saw the Qs reject there pretty quickly, back below the 477. Greg, shout out to you. Our 42nd winner. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling, guys. What do I see? Intel? Man, that's one of the hardest ones, future. I've made some good calls on Intel, but it never keeps running for me. I always feel like it was better that I sold the rip than kept it and held it. New Gen, there you go, man. Hey, let's keep it rolling. 43. Of course, we'll be putting out this list, and you guys can see it there on the right-hand side. So if you want to scroll through that, just hit pause and check it out. Fill up. Fill up. Fill up. Let's go, guys. Keeping it moving here. All right, what else we got? John. The most the most used name maybe in the American language is John. John. All right, guys, let's keep it moving. 45 of you guys have already won the mini buying package. Of course, what would that entitle? We'll talk a little bit about it right when we're done here. And you guys out there, get your mini buying power, guys. Make sure you're catching these events, these giveaways, these raffles. It's such a great opportunity to go ahead and get a shot. And there's nothing better than free money, right? You essentially got an account that you get no risk. What? Yeah, no risk, essentially. Right? You didn't even have to pay for it. So there you guys have it. Going to continue doing it. We got 46. We got a little bit left here. Going to do 50 and got to make sure I don't do over 50 because you guys know how I get trigger happy sometimes. What can I say? I think we all get trigger happy. Aldo Frank? I'm just going to go with Frank there. But hey, winner. Chicken dinner, as I like to say. Got to get that chicken dinner. I'm hungry today, man. What can I say? Gonna have to order some good food after this. All right, guys, there we have it. Vishnu Saravan. Let's go. We got two more here, two more to give out, and then we'll start to wrap things up, guys. This has been a great raffle. I hope you guys are enjoying me going through this. Even taking moments away from the trading, but being able to reward traders is so important. John Nagar, shout out to you. And the last winner in our raffle. Little kind of drum beat here. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna take the last one? I know there's a lot of people holding on their breath right now. Watch the wheel spin, baby. Let's go. Last one here is Danillo. Shout out to you guys, all 50 of you guys. Shout out for you guys, all those winners. So definitely great day. Not mad at all. I'm always happy to go ahead and give rewards to winners. So not bad. Super happy that we were able to do this, guys. Like always, guys, smash the like. Enjoying giving away the giveaways. And of course, what are you winning? Let's go to Trade the Pool. Let's take a quick look at that. Of course, it is the mini buying power package, what you're talking about right here. So 20,000 buying power. Profit target, you only need to hit 1,800. Max loss of 900. Daily pause is towards the 300. So keep that in mind, right? You don't want to be losing too much too fast. This gives you the ability to essentially have risk management from us, right? So you're not losing an insane amount every time you take a trade. We'll see what happens out there, guys. Smash the like, keep it going. Remember, you'll have 45 days and no PDT rule, right? So take a look at that. Not a bad action out there. And of course, if you guys take a look into the bigger buying power packages, you guys can take a look at that. I would say, especially if you won this mini buying power, try to make that happen, right? The mini is the best way to try to find out if you're ready to step up to the bigger packages. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Up another 298. Great week for me, guys. Overall, close to now 700 for the week. It might be another week where we just hit 1,000, but guess what? I would rather be consistent at making 1,000 a week than trying to push it. And guess what? Blowing through the accounts, right? I'm going to keep trying to be consistent here, working on the habits that make improvements, right? We've talked about it. That's what it's all about on this stream. It's all about trying to find the habits that we can make improvements on to get ourselves to that next level. So smash the like out there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the action today. I'm going to probably keep trading a little bit, maybe start wrapping up the day. Like always, I get into the afternoon time where if I do take a trade, a lot of times these are set profile trades. What I mean by set profile, I'm setting the risk profile, I'm setting the reward profile, and I'm just letting it work. We'll see what happens. Like always, smash the like. It's congratulations to all the winners. Keep pushing and feel free to hang out with us every single day. We start this at 8:30. We do a little bit of the playbook. We take a look into the sunrise report. And of course, we get to the trading action towards like 9 a.m. All right, not a bad day today. A lot of these stocks having a pretty good day. So can't be mad at all, guys. Best call was that XRTX. Can't be mad about that. And if I take a look at kind of the playbook today, HCC was on the playbook. Soxal, really nice play today. If you guys were able to nail that Soxal move, was able to get a move right out the gates there through the 37s. And then, of course, Yin was another one. This one didn't perform as well, but we still got an opportunity towards the end of the day. If tech stays strong, look to see if you see a run in JD towards the end of the day. We'll see what happens on these plays. Like always, I'll give you more plays tomorrow to take a look at. Where can you catch these? On our social, of course, on Twitter, on the different socials that we put out there, and of course in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, that's the #1 place where you can get all the information. Smash the like. I'll see you guys back next time. I hope you guys enjoy the action. And there's another thing out there. Where the hat's at, right? Well, smash the like, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Always keep pushing right here on Trade the Board.